Listen to the Voice of Survival podcast every other Friday, right here on the Journey into Comics Network. JourneyIntoComics.com.
The following is a Journey into Comics Network production.
Fuck you, Iraq.
Warning, Podcastrophe imminent. This is Podcastrophe with Dick and Tyler, and we're coming at you with a fistful of heritage on a podcast where anything goes and there are no safe spaces. This is Podcastrophe.
Hello and welcome to Podcastrophe, episode 40. I'm your host, Dick. My co-host,
fucking hate
Tyler,
you.
hates me.
God, you're a piece of shit. We have a mystery guest today.
Yeah.
I've been hyping this up now for like a day and a half, 2 days.
Just to piss off Blaine.
Just to piss you off that I had a guess that you weren't allowed to know who it was. And you guessed who it was immediately. I was just really good at not letting you know who it was.
That's okay. You're like, yeah, I started making guesses, and you're like, there's a good chance I'm not going to tell you even if you guess it. I'm like, okay. I just assumed, you wouldn't bring anybody on here that I was just a piece of shit.
I am so not a raper.
Instead, you did bring a piece of shit, but at least he's a piece of shit that I
He's
like.
a good piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit that I like.
I mean,
So,
he fits in,
Piece of shit.
yeah,
So,
he fits in well with us.
you guys have heard him before on Journey into Wrestling. He's back for Podcastrophe, and I'm going to be living in his house in a month.
That's
and
right, tenant.
welcome, Joe.
Hey,
Talk into the microphone, Joe.
into the microphone.
That's how microphones work.
I'm a drummer. I don't use microphone.
Yeah, I know. You don't do much.
Okay, as drummer.
But think about this though. The mic stand is a stick, so you should know at least like how to. Okay.
Oh, my ass.
You should at least know what to do with that.
Okay.
Like
all right.
you know how to hold a stick.
How the hell you doing, Joe?
Do we go into that now?
No.
No, we go into that in a bit.
We got to get the pleasantries over
You know
with.
how I'm doing.
you know how I do.
You know how I do
You
it.
know how I doing.
He was like a belligerent Bane there for a second.
You know how I'm doing. What does a belligerent Blaine look like?
That
I'm belligerent.
With a
like
leather hat.
30% of the time.
right?
Just 30.
Statistics.
But yeah.
So real quick before we get into topics, I've been doing this poll thing with Podcastrophe.
Which you were quite pissed off at me for.
Last week I got my ass fucking kicked, and you're never gonna let me forget it. But
I haven't. Have I brought it up?
no, but you're never gonna let me forget it. This week I just did a simple one. Hey, Podcastrophe peeps, who's the better sidekick here? And you had a choice between Chewie and Groot. Both great choices. My vote was Chewie. I think a good portion of pretty much everybody else voted for Groot. But Chewie ended up winning.
Yep.
58-42 out of 67 votes.
You can't beat a classic.
Now, well, Groot is also a classic character, but
No one knows him outside of the fame he's received in the last 4 years.
fans of the comic know who Groot is.
So like a whole 200 people.
There's more than 200 people that follow
I
that
know. I'm
comic
talking
series.
shit.
But still,
That's
you
what
know,
Snell is.
the thing about this one is there's not a bad choice either way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I posted it, because obviously Chewie's an iconic character. You know, he's Han's number 2 guy.
AJ, former guest, hopeful future guest again, says, "Fuck that twig, little bitch."
Well, I mean, that's the same sentiments that I have, but you know, Chewie's an iconic character. That
Yes.
motherfucker rips people's arms off. But Groot also takes his spiny, thorny stick arm
And just
And
rams it through people.
impales like 7 dudes at the same time.
Yeah,
so,
no shit.
and you know, he sacrifices
Look.
himself for everybody else.
Am I saying that Chewie would beat Groot in hand-to-hand combat? Fuck no.
I don't think Chewie could beat Groot.
No.
in
Oh, hell no.
hand-to-hand
Not even
combat.
close. Not even close. But if I were to pick as a sidekick, I would definitely pick Chewie.
Yeah, I think you've got to.
You'd want to die. You'd want to die.
See, that's the other thing. People keep saying that Chewie let Han die. Chewie did not let Han die.
No.
Chewie expected
Wait,
Han... What? You've seen The Force Awakens.
Okay, all right.
Chewie didn't expect Ben to kill his dad. Chewie knew Ben as a child. Like, that's as much Chewie's nephew as it is anything. And it's like, if anybody can bring him back, it's Han, you know? And they have that exchange, and the whole time Chewie's working. Chewie's fucking putting bombs up places. And then he just happens to come in at the end, right before Ben fucking stabs him, and it's like, you see that fucking agonizing howl that he lets out.
Yeah.
Which is that in itself is very fucking powerful. Mm-hmm. Because there's not many times throughout Star Wars, of any iteration, whether it's comics, books, the movies, cartoons, anything, that you really see a lot of emotion from Chewie other than anger and, like, sarcasm.
Sarcasm in quotations.
Right,
Like,
I mean, because you never know what he's saying.
Yeah.
But when he fucking howls like that, that is real fucking emotion.
Jennifer waved.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
So,
Or Jessica,
yeah, I mean, I think
whatever her name is now.
Chewie had to get the win.
Yeah.
So,
And you know, right after he let out that howl, he just went ham.
yeah, he fucking tried to kill Ben.
He's like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, I mean, but it's just like what I said. Ben is like Chewie's nephew, essentially.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. I'm so glad that you basically called him Uncle Chewie, and he's like that friend of your dad's that's always around.
Yeah.
And I got a bunch of those.
Yeah, I do too.
I got so many of those. Like, what's up, Uncle
especially
Marty?
Growing up in a military family,
Yeah.
I have a shit ton of those guys. And,
Yeah, mine are just a bunch of drunk guys that
Yeah, mine are too.
hung out and played softball with them.
That goes hand in hand. But, you know, fucking Chewie's like, you not only betrayed your dad and your family, but you betrayed me because even though you were doing wrong, I had hope that...
Bruh.
I had hope that fucking Han could bring you back, and you did the ultimate thing that you should not do. If Chewie was down there, he probably would have ripped his arms off. So,
That's the go-to.
I mean, what else are you gonna do if you're a Wookiee?
Right,
You
well,
rip
yeah.
people's arms off and you fuck shit up
Beat people to death.
with their arms.
Blood with their own
Yeah, with
arms.
their own
Yes,
arms.
you're right. You're
Why
right.
not?
I have a request for next week.
What's that?
Can we get a table? Like, do you have
No,
a card?
fuck it.
Do you have a cardboard table?
A cardboard
Cardboard
table?
table.
A card table?
Card table. Yeah. What the fuck? Sorry.
I
It's
have-
been a long day.
I have.
I haven't even fucked up yet.
No, Joe hasn't fucked up.
That's
What the
like-
fuck's your excuse?
It was a long day.
Hey,
Yeah.
fuck yourself, pal.
You didn't go through half the shit that we went
Who
through.
did I work with today?
Oh, no, here we go.
I worked with Dave and Chris.
Cool.
Oh, holy shit.
So I was bored off my ass
We
all
worked
day.
with Tiffany and Doris, so fuck yourself.
I get it.
And Eddie.
Yours is way worse.
And I had to work with
Yours
Eddie.
is way worse. I concede that.
And yet, I have not fucked up yet.
It's okay. It's okay. We all have our moments. But yeah, we need a table so we can not put our mics on it.
Oh, just have the table
Yes,
there?
we'll just have it as a set
Alright.
piece. Since
Yeah,
you
then
know,
we can make it out of
since
cardboard,
Aaron
so it's not anyway.
Sperling has such a hard on for tables, and he thinks our show needs a table.
What's wrong with holding... I mean, it's... Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into that.
We can.
Get
I
into
don't
it.
want to.
I have no issue getting into
I
it.
don't want to.
We could just.
But no, he seriously, like, he went and commented on like another post from in Nerds in the Roundtable, and it's just more table jokes. It's like,
we
dude,
could have one just to put Blaine through. And just
Oh.
pick fun. Just for wearing
I'm down.
your hat.
Yeah, fuck your hat.
Your hat.
I will have to say this. As much as I dislike Flash, Zoom is a badass villain. Like, all of the speedster villains are really
yes,
cool.
Zoom and Reverse Flash. Reverse Flash is one of my favorite villains of all time.
I really dig Zoom. So,
Ooh, hello.
Podcast faux pas.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
My phone.
Sonic. Come on.
Come on. I knew where it was from. I did not know what it was.
Ah, yeah.
I did
Patronize
not.
me,
Sonic
gal.
rings. Come on, man.
I did not.
All right, what's our first fucking topic? Come on.
What do you got?
What do I have?
What do you got?
What do you got?
Mine's more of like the deeper topic.
All of my topics are deep, so. Well, actually, no.
No, I have a piece of shit topic we can talk about.
Really sucks.
I do have a piece of shit topic, but it's not a piece of shit topic because it's a cool thing. Coheed and Cambria is finally coming out with a new album.
So that's a cool piece of shit topic.
Yeah, because I'm a big Coheed and Cambria fan. It's been years since their last album, which was different from any of the albums that they put out before that. Coheed and Cambria's thing has always kind of been telling a narrative.
Is that the one where you tried to get Blaine interested and you didn't give a shit?
Yeah, I got fucking
You got
pissed.
really mad.
Because I was tagging him in shit for like a week, and I was like,
Oh,
why is he not saying anything back? And then I tried to show him at lunch, and he basically just brushed me off, and I was like, you know
He
what?
does that to me, too.
You know what, dude?
Me too.
Fuck yourself. I like Coheed and Cambria. Coheed's badass.
Yeah, I remember you got pissed off and went back to the lunch line.
Yeah, I went down a fucking candy bar to drown my sorrows.
Oh my god, I remember that was fun.
But no, so it's been years since the last Coheed album. I think 6 years, 7 years, or 5 or 6 years, something like that.
Yeah, you're real dedicated. I can't remember.
Fuck off, Joe.
Joe, talking to your microphone.
Yeah. But, so...
People
this
gotta
is-
hear you.
This is Coheed going back to what they're doing. They're telling a story and a narrative with this album. They've released... one thing that I've always liked about Coheed is most of their songs have a prologue. Or if not just a prologue for the whole album. And they released the prologue and their first song off of the album, which is not bad. It's actually pretty good. But the first time I was in high school, the first time I heard Welcome Home, it was like, fuck yeah, I did.
I do
this.
like that song.
It's a great song.
I like Coheed. I just haven't delved into them.
Do it because it's worth. They're worth it.
Now that I got Spotify, I think I'll do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I wanted to. I knew we were going to talk about music a little bit. I knew this was a quick one. I'm excited to listen to the rest of the album, especially we've talked like 5 episodes in a row now about bands releasing albums this year that are fucking phenomenal, and bands that are releasing albums that are not good at all, like
Yes.
3 Days Grace.
Yes.
Terrible fucking album. But I hope this is one that's on the good side because they have the talent,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll start checking them out, and I'll probably check this out when it comes out.
I actually surprised Blaine. What was it, last week? With the Devil
Yeah,
Driver?
you were listening to Devil Driver, who I'm going to see later this year with Guar.
It was random. I had it on a
I
random
don't want to see
station.
Guar.
Horror is not. It's just something that I've never been interested in.
Me either. I don't want to see them, but I'm going for Devil Driver.
So
And there's
are you gonna listen to Devil Driver and then leave?
probably not. I'll watch Guar
Why?
because why not? I haven't seen him, so might as well.
And you just literally said you don't want to see Guar,
Yeah.
but
I
you're
don't.
gonna
But no,
stay
I mean,
there.
if I'm paying for a show, I'm paying for a show. I'm going to sit.
You made me leave
You're
Iced
paying
Earth.
for one show though.
I didn't make you leave Iced Earth. You asked me if you asked me if we
You
could
were
leave.
passing out. I said, "Are you
Yeah,
ready to go?"
You were passing out too. We were both passing
I
out.
would have been passing out too. So.
No, that was actually not that bad of a show, except for that
No,
guy
it was-
that kept unplugging his guitar.
Oh,
during every
yeah.
solo. He kept
Yeah.
he's literally this
Stepping on the
old
cord.
Who was that? Kill Ritual
kill ritual.
from California. They kept the guitarist kept stepping on the cable and pulling it out of his
Every
guitar.
damn time.
Yeah. Christopher Dawson says, excited about the new Coheed album as well. Great band. Hoping to see them live this fall.
Yeah, I would really like to see him. I know they have. I don't know if it's the start of their tour or the end, or kind of the middle or the end of their tour, but they're coming through the Midwest. They've got 2 show dates in. I think one's in Cleveland and one's in Cincinnati. And I thought about going to the one in Cincinnati, but it's a weekday. And then they've got one in Chicago. And it's like I hate going. I do everything in my power to avoid going to Chicago.
As you should.
As I should, But, I don't know what's going to happen. I might end up going to the Cincinnati show if I can finagle some time. But it's kind of like what you were saying with Guar, except I actually want to see Coheed. I've never had an opportunity to see them before. And I know the Podfather's a big Coheed fan.
Yeah.
And I know he has seen them. So that would kind of be cool to be able to share that experience.
Nate says, new Ghost album is amazing, infectious and unforgettable. It's intelligent and fearless, weaving a concept to many styles. I'm not a big Ghost fan.
I'll tell you right now, I honestly have never listened to Ghost.
They were
Ever.
rather disappointing live.
Well, that's the thing, though. A lot of bands are disappointing live.
Well, yeah, like shit. When we saw August Burns Red, like I listened to a few of the stuff that you'd sent me, and I got into it. But then, yes, when we went to that show in Chicago,
Well, I think it was mostly because you were so blown away by Protest the Hero.
oh, no, that was badass.
So you were so enamored by Protest the Hero that when August Burns Red came out, you were like,
It was a little bit of a letdown. I'm not gonna lie, they were really fucking good.
So I went to a Christian concert when I was in high school at Ball State, just to basically get away. But the bands that were playing, there was three bands. The two opening acts, I had no idea who they were, and then the main show was POD.
yeah.
So I was like,
Was Katy Perry singing with her?
no.
Damn.
This was prior to Katy Perry. But I was really pumped to see POD. And the two bands were, one was called Red.
Oh, I love Red.
Oh
Red's
yeah,
fucking
Red is
Yeah.
badass.
But they're a Christian artist.
Yes.
I
did not know that.
I never thought that listening to a Christian artist, I could get something that I was used to. And Red's fantastic. I can't remember what the other band was called, but they were really, really good too. But that's actually one of the best concerts I've ever been to.
Yeah.
It was at fucking Ball State. Everybody was nuts, and it wasn't the talking in tongues shit. It wasn't the shit that you see on TV. It wasn't Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
You know. So.
I'm trying to think. There was a.
But the point that I was trying to make was so many bands. Like the first time that I saw Seether, I didn't go to that show to see Seether. It was just kind of a bonus, and they sounded like shit. They sounded absolutely awful. The vocals were out of fucking time. The fucking music or the actual instrumental shit sounded like shit. Whoever their sound guy was, I bet they took him out back and shot him after the show.
Yeah, because the show we've talked about it. The show I went to last summer, fantastic.
And I've heard that from a lot of people, but we have, especially from people that don't go to a lot of concerts like me, we have such an idea of what bands are supposed to sound like.
That's how I feel.
Because of what they sound like in the studio.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you see him live, and it's like,
I've been that way.
that's not how he sings. Why does he sound like that?
Yeah, I've been
That's
that
why I
way
can't
like
ever buy
many
like
times.
live albums. You know, I've had live albums, and then
There are some good live albums.
there's some, but like for the most part,
Queen's 1969 or 70 or something like that, maybe 62, Live at the Bowl is one of the best live albums. I don't
Yeah.
remember the date, but that is one of the best live albums I've ever listened to. Black Sabbath released a live compilation when I was in high school that's like 4 discs. Fantastic. The version of Sweet Leaf that's on that song made me not ever want to listen to the studio version again. But it's rare to find shit like that. I totally agree with you. I don't buy live albums because a lot of times they just sound like shit.
right. Well, Brando and I were talking about if they ever redid like the S&M, if they did another one, and like what you and I have been talking about that.
Oh man,
we were blowing that actually out of the fucking water.
Somebody did you post something on Facebook about that?
I did.
Yeah, and you're like, what songs would you want to hear? And I said all of Saint Anger.
And then I said, let's throw in some Lulu.
All of Saint Anger on a
Let's piss some
S&M
people off
album.
here. But no, I think they did that, and then like people have done that. It's not it's nothing that's never been done before. But then Kiss had an album similar. Holy shit, that was one of my biggest regrets ever.
I don't like Kiss in general.
Well, yeah, but I mean to unnecessarily adding symphonic background to.
So I've experienced this. So Lamb of God, they have a live album called Philadelphia. They also have another thing that they, when you pre-ordered their 2012 album Resolution, it came with a live CD from like their 2009 to 2011 tours. And both of those CDs sound great. But if you get like deluxe editions of their albums like Sacrament or something, you get...
Which you, I'm sure, always do.
Yes. I if there is a deluxe version, I usually get it because I like bonus tracks. I like getting that extra shit.
Yeah.
and it's for just like $2 extra.
You can get
usually.
that bonus track on Spotify now, though.
But once again, the artwork's sometimes different.
Right, the artwork's really
Like
cool.
I have this Kill Switch Engage tattoo. That's from the deluxe art,
Right.
and I love it.
Like Google it and then have them tattoo it from that.
I didn't say I needed the CD to get the tattoo, but
Yes, you do.
I do like to spend money. I do like to spend money.
We all do.
Anyway, so Lamb of God Sacrament, I believe it was Sacrament, had 2 bonus tracks, which were Omerta and Laid to Rest live.
Mm-hmm.
And
How was Omerta?
okay, so the Philadelphia version, fantastic.
Right.
The Sacrament version, like those live tracks,
Yeah.
holy shit! It's like they recorded straight from the soundboard. So you didn't get any of the audience. You just heard. It's just so.
It's just raw audio, basically.
Just raw audio, no oomph to it.
Right.
Just it sucked. It's garbage. Why would you include that on your CD? So.
Well, back to what I was saying about bands sounding like shit. When you especially with the expectations we have of what they're supposed to sound like, you go see a band live and then they sound exactly like they do in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
My first conclusion is, are they even fucking performing?
Right.
Are they
Oh,
just?
well, yeah.
Are they just performing? Are they actually playing? And there's a lot of controversy with shit.
Lip syncing and
throughout the
or phoning
decades,
in the-
lip syncing and fucking just telegraphing the movements of playing the guitar, and it's hard to fake playing the drums. So normally, whoever's doing the drums is actually playing the drums.
I've been fake playing for 30 years, bro.
But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying,
you.
though.
Yeah,
But then
I've
it's
witnessed.
But then it's like I don't want to just jump to the negative and say that they're not doing it. Maybe they're just that talented that they sound that when they record their music they don't have to doctor it up at all.
Yeah.
So it's just I love going to concerts and I love
you
going
play
to
something
shows.
enough too. I mean, arguments can be made for like something off a brand new album,
Right.
But when you've got songs that you've done and done and done,
Especially like you look at like Metallica, that's
Right.
40
Right.
years of music. They should be able to do that shit in their sleep,
exactly.
even being
You-
almost 60-year-old dudes.
And you're not gonna like you'll play like, and nobody notices, but you'll play like 1 or 2 different notes, especially on a drum. You'll play a fill different than you did on the album, but there's that one asshole. It's like, hey, no, that's not right. You didn't. There's
Shut
gotta be
up, it's
2
live.
Exactly, exactly.
Enjoy a live experience, not a fucking. You just pop your
Well,
CD
and
and
that
experience.
That begs the question: do you go to a concert for the experience, or do you and the performance, or do you go to the concert just to listen to the music? Because I think, as expensive as concert tickets are now, if you're going to the concert to just listen to the music, pay $10 a month for Spotify and listen to it on your phone.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
If you're going for the experience and the performance, definitely buy the concert ticket
Yeah.
to go. Because especially where we are in a bad fucking location for concerts. Every major band that I've ever been interested in, if I lived where my family's from in California, I could have saw every single show. Every one. Half of them for free.
Oh.
Nice.
Half of them for free, but because we live in shithole fucking Midwest, it's very fucking segmented and fractured because no one wants to go through the Midwest in the wintertime because the weather's shitty and the people are all assholes. Nobody wants to go to Chicago because who's to say that their bus doesn't get attacked by crackheads and fucking everybody get raped to death? It happens.
Well, that show we went to North End Pub, or is it now?
It's North End Pub.
North End Pub now. Well, anyway, when we went and saw You Red Raptors, they were in Chicago the night before and had all that shit stolen before they came
Yeah.
out played in Lafayette.
So,
Yep.
But
Go fucking figure.
The problem is, Chicago is one of the biggest population centers in the U.S. So if you're a musician trying to make money and you're popular, you kind of have to hit Chicago no matter what.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. It just the music industry as a whole kind of pisses me off, just because, like I said, at least half of the shows I could have had the opportunity to see would have been free. And I'm a big Temple of the Dog guy, and before Chris Cornell passed away, they did a 4-show mini tour in California only. I didn't. I've never in my life had the opportunity to see Temple of the Dog, but I could have if I lived in California.
Didn't like Tom Morello and Les Claypool did some shit like that way back, and it was only on the West Coast. I remember hearing about
System
that.
of a Down's been doing it.
Yep.
Last couple years.
Pisses me off. I just want to go see it so bad.
You
but
know,
I'm
it
not
kind of
gonna
makes sense because
go to the
they're,
fucking West
you know,
Coast.
most, especially from the fucking grunge age, you know, Pearl Jam, not System of a Down, Soundgarden.
Yeah.
Those are all bands that came out of the West Coast.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to play more shows where you're from than it does everywhere else.
True.
But it's aggravating, especially, you know, when you have the money. It's like 2 years ago, a friend of mine and I, or two friends of mine and I, wanted to go see Tool. They announced a fucking tour. They were going to be in Chicago. That was one of their first tour dates. I had that day off, and I was sitting on my computer with the button over the purchase tickets. And as soon as those tickets went live, they were sold out.
Shit.
As soon as that time, it said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as it hit 1, I fucking clicked purchase tickets, and they were already sold out. And we wonder why ticket prices are so expensive, and people wonder why Pearl Jam boycotted Ticketmaster for so many years. Because you have ticket brokers all across the U.S. that are limited in the amount of tickets that they can purchase. But if I'm a ticket broker and you're a guy that I know, you're not that ticket broker, so I can give you capital to purchase 500 tickets. When I purchase 500 tickets, and Joe's my other ticket broker buddy, and he buys 500 tickets, well, there's, 1,500 tickets that nobody gets. And then I drive the cost up. So the service gets their money, I get my money, and then there's all the fee bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So...
did you guys see what 9 Inch Nails did?
No.
They recently said that the tickets for their upcoming tour will only be sold day of the show at the venue.
That's cool.
Huh.
To stop exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But,
good on them.
Good on them,
Yeah,
for
no
sure.
shit,
I mean,
yeah.
Trent Reznor's the man.
Anybody that's a Pearl Jam fan knows why Pearl Jam has suffered the last, maybe not now, but definitely mid to late 90s, early 2000s. They really suffered because, they did that show overseas. That guy died. He got fucking trampled to death. And then Eddie...
All part of the experience.
Well, I mean, we all take... That's part of it.
Millions of people die at Death Clock shows.
We run the risk of doing that shit because... I mean, look at the state fair when a fucking tornado knocked the stage down and killed all those people.
Right. Yeah, that was
you
nuts.
You can't prepare for any of that shit, so it's kind of up to you to protect yourself in whatever way. But they come back to the States, and Ticketmaster's really fucking putting the arm on them, and they're like, you know what? We just... A guy fucking died at our show, and you guys don't give a shit. We're done. We're not doing anything affiliated with Ticketmaster, and it really hurt their career. For a long time. They're back on good terms now, but I don't know. Just the music industry as a whole pisses me off.
It does.
It doesn't piss you off.
What does not piss me off?
Yes.
Really big paychecks.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
But even the really big paychecks could possibly piss you off
Could piss me
because of deductions from those paychecks.
Yeah, the government. Fuck it.
There, I just ruined something for you.
No, you didn't, because really big paychecks still make me happy.
Yeah, right. Money. Money is nice.
Things that don't piss me off: not going to work. Really good food,
Which you didn't eat last night.
which I didn't eat last night. Really good beer. Sex.
Good point.
Except for when your wife breaks your dick.
Yeah, except when my wife breaks my dick. What else doesn't piss me off? There's honestly not a whole lot that doesn't piss me off.
I piss you off daily. I love it.
No, you don't. I act like you piss me off a lot, but
Your daughter? Or does she piss
No,
you
she
off?
pisses me off. You're a parent. Fucking your kids piss you off. Your kids piss me off, and they're not even my kids. It's the extension. It's just how it is.
Listen to that. Just you wait. Like 34 years. I've waited. I'm done. I'm not. I'm not gonna kids.
No, I mean just wait until you move in.
Oh shit.
What else doesn't
Good
piss me
point.
off?
Good point. Oh, that's funny.
Really good books.
Really good books.
Really good books.
I have some books that you can.
And Killing Terrorists.
Have you actually ever killed a terrorist
You
yourself?
know, I can't. I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh, okay.
Plead the fifth.
I am not going to self-incriminate. I plead the fifth.
I have books in there that you can check out, and if there's any you want to read.
He doesn't want your dirty magazines.
But remember, bad books piss me off, so
I got good books in there.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know if they're good because only I know if they're good. And if I say that they're bad, they're bad.
To you.
But this isn't about you. This is about me.
Yes.
What are the things
I know,
that
but I
piss
have
Tyler off?
suggestions.
He
So
always tries to make it about himself.
I know
It's
he
I
always
have
about
suggestions.
I knew
Tyler. And it's confirmed over here.
the solar system revolves around Blaine.
It does.
Anyway, my
Yes.
short topic turned into a really long topic.
That's
We've
okay.
got
That's
more
okay.
music- We've got more music.
We're
talk.
only 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
We've got. Well, I've talked a lot. You guys have just been sitting gawking at me.
I
looking
know.
At me like a piece of meat. Joe's been sexually harassing me all day.
He wishes.
You were nowhere to fucking protect me. Not that I need your
sorry.
protection because
I'm
I'm,
sorry.
the dominant. But
As I say, you're usually jumping to his
right,
defense.
yeah, I do jump to your defense a lot, and I don't
Says he
feel
loves
like you
you.
appreciate me enough
I
for
do.
that.
Of course I do.
But that again.
Wow, look
I
at
don't
that
feel like
sincere
you
look on his
appreciate me enough
face.
for that.
Do you
But
feel it, Tyler?
Yeah, I don't think
No.
he does.
so
I had to step in a
Joe and
couple
I
times.
were working together yesterday, which here lately, especially, we don't get to do very much.
Nope.
And he said, you know, if you were going to put together a band
Oh, yes.
of any musician in history, and my first question was,
Dream
is it a
list.
3-piece or is it a 5-piece? Because if you're going to narrow that down to 3 people, that's really
That's a
fucking
bitch.
tough.
Yeah, that's rough.
You know, that's really fucking tough. So I said, let's do a 5-piece. And my group was Freddie Mercury on vocals.
Yes.
Tim Comerford on bass. Travis Barker on drums. Tom Morello on. See, and Joe kind of gave me the same face. Travis Barker's obviously not the best drummer in the world, but he's got a stage presence that not many people have, and he was really popular in the 90s and early 2000s. You know, he was a big time celebrity. I like Travis Barker. He's not a bad dude.
Well, he's not bad, but he's not.
He's not a bad dude. And then
He's not the drummer everybody makes him out to be.
no,
That is my problem.
he's not. But I stated that when I picked him.
Nothing
Yeah.
against him, but he's more famous just for speed. I mean, like, not.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why I said he's got a niche thing.
yeah.
So that's why I threw him in
Okay.
there.
I got you. I mean, it's your
Um,
pick. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but you're wrong.
So that was 4, right? Tom, Eddie,
Yeah, you're a rhythm guitarist.
Tim. I said Tom. Tom Morello. Oh, and then
Oh.
Eddie Van Halen. That's
Got
the
you.
5th. Eddie
Okay.
Eddie is
Okay.
lead guitar. That was my 5. And then Joe's was Portnoy.
I had Mike. Yeah, that was obvious.
I mean, that was you
I
gotta
mean,
say
come
that
on.
one
I
first.
got a hard on for Mike Portnoy. Everybody knows that.
That's understandable.
Uh,
I got a hard on for Chris Cornell, so
well, there you go. No, yeah, Mike Portnoy. I mean, obviously an awesome prog drummer. I mean, about the best there is.
yeah.
Tony Levin on bass. Tony's played with. Well, shit, he's actually played with Mike. They played in the Liquid Tension Experiment.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's played with the who's who of anybody. You know, he's been the top bass player for anybody. Who else did I have? I had, obviously Clapton on guitar, as well as Stevie Ray Vaughan. And
That would be a hell of a fucking combination. Clapton and Stevie together.
and I had David Bowie for vocals.
Which I was really surprised that you picked Bowie, because not a lot of people would pick Bowie.
Would?
But that's such a fucking unique choice. I really dug that fucking combination.
It is odd because I mean with Mike you obviously have all the metal and the prog and all that crap. Tony can play just about anything. He's King Crimson, Peter Gabriel, Paul Simon,
Right.
Phil Collins. He's and then but with Clapton and Stevie, Stevie's country kind of bluesy, classic rock. The same thing with Eric Clapton. But then Bowie, then there's that pop feature. So
Well, and the thing about Clapton, too, there's not a thing that man can't do with a guitar.
no.
He can play with anybody. He can outplay just about anybody. Maybe not in speed. Stevie's definitely going to be able to play a lot more tricky stuff, a lot faster. But, if you're going to get into some bluesy, fucking really hitting hard shit, Clapton's going to outdo anybody.
But Bowie was the easiest. He was my first choice in the group. But like the guitars that was really pissing me off because with the stipulation also, we
Oh,
couldn't
I
pick,
have the hardest time picking a guitarist right now.
we also couldn't pick two guys from the same group, which I guess I cheated a little bit with Tony Levin because he has played, but he's played with so many people though. But yeah, guitarist, dude. I mean, my first switch was going to be John Petrucci, but obviously playing in Dream Theater with Mike, I'm like, well, shit, I can't do that. Then I went to Steve Vai. I'm like, well, that's kind of an automatic kind of same as like Eddie Van Halen-esque. Like when Roth tried to out Van Halen with.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always those guys, the Satrianis, the Vais, and all that, but I don't know. I dig it.
So Joe and I agreed that when we came on the show tonight, we would pick another 5.
This is gonna be a
So
bitch.
while you're thinking about your initial 5, I've already got my 5.
Go for it. I mean, I got a pretty good lineup so far.
So I would have Flea on bass,
Okay.
slapping the fuck out of that thing. Brad Wilk, who is former Rage Against the Machine, Audio Slave. Zach Wilde on guitar. Big Zach Wilde fan.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Joe, since you made the stipulation of not picking people from the same band.
We already have one from Nate Phillips.
You really?
Yeah.
Since Brad Wilk and Zach De La Roca were in Rage Against the Machine together, but I'm putting Brad Wilk as Audio Slave, can I also pick Zach De La Roca?
Well, I mean, like I said, I had Tony Levin, and he's played. Yeah, sure, why not?
So I would have. So I've got my drummer, I've got my lead guitar, I've got my bassist, and then I would have Zach De La Roca on backup vocals, and then I wouldn't have another guitar, and then I would have Chris Cornell from Soundgarden on lead vocals. That's my 5.
Okay. Before I say anything about, because I'm still picking people, but I think I'm gonna pick them as I say them out loud.
That's fine.
So, Nate Phillips says Neil Peart on drums, Cliff Burton on bass, David Bowie on vocals,
Aha.
Dimebag Darrell on guitar,
Yeah, that's
Nice,
a good one.
nice.
Ace Frehley on guitar.
Yeah, I when on the way over here, I was thinking about who I was gonna pick, and I was like, man, do I pick Zach or do I pick fucking Dimebag?
Right.
You know, just out of respect.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose between listening to Pantera for the rest of my life and listening to all of the shit that Zach Wilde has done for the rest of my life, no disrespect to Pantera and Dimebag, I would have to pick the Zach Wilde shit. Just because there's so much more.
There is.
You know, he's played with Ozzy, he's done his solo shit, Black Label Society. There's so much fucking shit that guy's done.
Book of Shadows.
Book of Shadows, and he's got one of the most iconic fucking guitar designs ever.
Yes.
So,
Let's not forget Pride and Glory as well.
Thank you.
Awesome shit. I love the Pride and Glory shit. All right, so here I go.
You got it?
Vocals, Corey Taylor.
That's a good
Okay,
choice.
yeah.
Slipknot Corey Taylor or Stone
Either.
Sour Corey Taylor, because they are very different people.
These days,
We
yeah.
disconnected.
Oh, no. Well, I'm just going to keep it going to keep dead
That's
air
fine.
from not happening.
Right.
Okay, so Corey Taylor, vocals. Doesn't matter which. I like both. Slipstone.
I like that. I like
Stone
that.
Knot.
So you want a fucking combination of the two.
Stone Knot.
Slipstone's me.
Let's see. For drums, I'm going to have to go with Chris Adler from Lamb of God.
Okay.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time with the bass too because I'm not thinking of like I'm not thinking
stuck on a
of
bassist.
playing ability. I'm thinking more tone.
Okay.
But that's why I picked Tim Comerford yesterday.
I would have to go. I don't know his name. I think his name's Josh.
What band? Just say the band.
As I Lay Dying.
Okay. I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
On top of that, he doubles as backup vocals, which he's got a really high range. Guitar. See, now this is where I'm getting into tone. Yes, thank you, Josh Gilbert. I'm getting into tone and playing style. I like the bluesy playing style. I want to say Dimebag. I want to, but I don't think I'm going to.
Well, that's why when I went with the 5-piece, I picked specifically your lead guy and your backup guy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that we've chosen has the ability to do both.
Yes.
That made it easier for me.
See, I'm thinking more tone and playing style, and I want to say Dimebag because he had like this really slutty, bluesy fucking.
It was dirty all
yes,
the time.
it was
It was.
completely
All the
dirty,
time.
and I love that style. But I don't
I
know.
think I got my 5, but I'm still on vocals.
Well, here's the thing, too. You have people that play multiple instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh shit! I can't pick
you
one
could go
of them.
the Foo Fighters, Nirvana, fucking. I don't remember the fucking guy's name. I talk shit about it.
Dave
Grohl.
Grohl.
Vocals, I'm at bass.
Dave Grohl. You could pick Dave Grohl and then fucking knock everything out.
Or you could just totally fuck my band. There we go. Never mind.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to pick each other's.
You can't pick the same people, and you can't pick from the same band.
Okay. I can't pick. So I already picked Chris Adler. So I was gonna pick Mark Morton, the guitarist, one of the guitarists from Lamb of God.
Can't do that.
But nope, I already got Chris Adler.
Nope.
And are these set in stone already or?
Yeah, you've made
Okay.
your
Okay.
choices.
Cool. So Adam Dukowitz, also known as Adam D from Killswitch Engage.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Oh, so another guitarist.
You don't have to pick another guitarist. You can
It's a
pick another
Five
vocalist.
piece. You could do.
It's a 5-piece.
Yep, you could pick another vocalist.
I don't want another
keyboards.
vocalist because I already got 2 backup vocalists on top of my vocalist.
You don't have to. They don't have to sing ever.
They will.
Okay, fuck off. Jesus.
He does what he wants.
Man.
I do what I want.
This is my band. Oh
The last
shit!
4
So I
months.
got another guitarist. Who am I gonna pick? James Hetfield
That's a perfect
All right,
choice.
sure. Why not?
for rhythm. Yeah,
Okay.
I love his rhythms.
I do too.
Thanks
So-
for not fucking my band. So
No problem.
I was going with Dave Grohl.
In what spot?
vocals.
Okay.
Okay,
I
vocals.
don't hold Dave Grohl to that high of a standard that I would put him in my band. I love Dave Grohl,
Yeah.
but I don't want him in my band.
Well, you have to give Dave Grohl a lot of respect.
Oh, I do.
It's hard
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Nothing
hard
but
enough
respect.
to learn an instrument. It's hard enough to learn an instrument and then become very successful at playing said instrument. To then learn how to sing and make people enjoy your voice and your tone and everything else, and then learn another fucking instrument and be really good at playing that too.
I have yet to hear anybody ever say "fuck Dave Grohl." I mean, nobody doesn't like Dave Grohl.
I have said fuck Dave Grohl.
Ouch.
Just because I have a hard on for Nirvana.
Oh,
Nirvana should definitely be in the top 100 greatest bands of all time. I have heard people say Nirvana's in the top 5 greatest bands of all time,
and I would agree.
and I disagree with that 100% because
Oh, the top 100 at least.
top 100 for sure, maybe top 50 for sure, definitely not the top 5. They did nothing in their career to do that.
No.
Dave Grohl has done shit in his career to do that. The band as a whole did not. So that's my
No.
hard on for Dave Grohl. Just because people, like you said, people elevate him way higher than he should be.
I just
But
like
the guy's
Dave
a
Grohl.
badass. He fucking broke
No,
his leg and played on a throne.
He's a badass, and like just his outlooks on
Yeah.
music
Oh, he's a
and
great
live.
dude.
He's just such a great dude.
He
He's
just
an,
gets
he's
fucking stoned and goes with the flow, man.
he is just a giant inspiration for future musicians, for musicians in general.
He's the definition of a grassroots guy.
Yeah.
Fucking play in your garage, learn to do shit on your own. Don't fucking pay for lessons from people that don't really want to teach you.
Uh-oh.
Just fucking go on this journey yourself. I'm off my soapbox. Finish your band, Joe.
Yeah, no, I was looking up a name. I had it and I lost it. All right, so rhythm guitar, I'm going to go with Paul Gilbert.
That's a good one.
I'll go with Paul Gilbert. Lead guitar, I mean, it's tough. It's really, really tough because, fucking A.
You could also set it up where you have both people playing rhythm and
Well,
lead.
either I'm just two
You know?
guitarists. That's the tough part for me. Like I said, Paul Gilbert.
Nobody's picked Jimmy Page, which I was fucking.
Well, and
I
that's
expected that one to be off the list.
I was
right
thinking
away.
I was thinking Jimmy Page. I'm not gonna lie.
Nobody's picked.
I thought him earlier. I was gonna go Paul Gilbert and I was gonna go Randy Rhoads.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I like.
Drumming, I was gonna go. It's kind of you went Flea, and it was kind of funny because I'm thinking Chad Smith.
That's a good choice.
I'm a big Chad Smith guy. Now my original bass, I'm not picking. I switched. Like I said, that's why I'm looking up my looking at my bassist. Bass, originally I was going to do Duff McKagan from
That's a good
Guns
choice.
N' Roses.
McKagan.
McKagan. I said McKagan, didn't I? My apologies. But I'm going with, hang on.
Nobody's picked Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
We
more Jimmys.
He's like, yeah.
We haven't picked
Obviously.
two of the greatest guitarists of all time.
Oh,
Two
man.
of the, not two, the two. The two.
This is not helping me.
My opinion, Eddie Van Halen is the greatest guy to ever pick up a guitar.
He's up there.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's, that's good.
Jimi Hendrix
Bass,
and
bass.
Jimmy Page are definitely in the top 5.
Oh, okay, here we go. Steve Harris for bass.
That's a good choice.
Okay.
Iron Maiden.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
That's
like,
some
have you ever...
That's
like,
some royal heritage.
I mean, have you seen
that's some
of
fucking
some of the shit that he can just... Oh, my fucking Lord. Even if he's just on one note for most of the song, but it's like... Like, that's what I was struggling. I was struggling with him, Duff McKagan, or John Myung of Dream Theater, because those are,
The thing about Iron Maiden and anybody...
is they're awesome.
Well, yeah. But, we're sitting here trying to make these bands out of 5 iconic musicians through history. I could have just picked Iron Maiden. And then
altogether.
just picked Iron Maiden, like, that's all I need. Because Iron Maiden is one of the most iconic bands of all time. They have to be in the top 10 greatest bands of all time in the conversation no matter what. Look at their longevity and their ability as musicians and how they've carried a fan base through the fucking ages. How can you not talk about Iron Maiden?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
They're
right.
still fucking kicking out music that's badass. So, I mean,
the only reason I picked Randy, like, I've been a huge...
You're wearing an Aussie shirt.
Well, I didn't even think...
You're wearing a fucking Aussie shirt. You're gonna pick Randy.
No,
I get
I mean,
it.
yeah.
I understand.
Shit, when I was in high school, man, I listened to so much Ozzy, and
I did too. Well, yeah.
so it was all about Zach and Randy, man. It was and then
Maybe
everything else
that
in
other
between.
guy, that other guy that was somewhere in there.
The other gay.
Yeah,
The other guy or two, because I know Gus G. He was on from 2010 forward.
Yeah, I graduated in 2003 there, bud. So that was
What?
He is
talking
pointing out the fact that
high
he listened
school.
to Ozzy specifically in high school or
Oh,
mostly in high school.
okay. I was gonna say it's like I'm
And
cool,
then
but I'm
after-
talking about like his
after high
entire
school-
career.
After high school, he kind of fell off Ozzy
Okay.
for a little bit.
I liked Scream. That was nobody else likes that album.
exactly.
I like it.
I like that album.
See,
Yeah.
the thing about
Black
Ozzy,
Rain I didn't like.
I
yeah.
like Ozzy almost entirely out of respect because a lot of the music that I enjoy now, especially as an adult, I grew up in a less than ideal situation, and it would be 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had to be up for school in a couple hours, and my mom was blasted fucking drunk in the living room with the huge sound system we had with fucking multiple receivers and fucking tower speakers that
Yeah.
were as tall as me, fucking cranking Howl at the Moon at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. So, it got to the point where
Wait. Sorry, correction. It's
Bark at the Moon.
at the
You
Moon.
knew what I
Yeah.
meant.
But it was correct. Yeah.
It got to the point where I either enjoyed listening to the music so I could fall asleep, or I just didn't get sleep.
Yeah.
So, I had to make a choice. Fucking die of sleep deprivation or enjoy this music, which at first I didn't like. So...
Bark at the Moon, though, like I had to correct you. It's like that's one of my favorite.
Oh, it's
a good song.
Yeah,
Song,
I'm
man.
glad you did correct me because...
Bark at the Moon, No More Tears. Actually, just
I love Randy's
nominated you on
part.
that whole
Randy's
album
part
thing.
in Bark at the Moon is just
Yeah,
that riff.
but I have gotten so pissed off so many times trying to learn No More Tears on my bass because every so often it has that extra little, like boom, 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 boom. It like skips a beat. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, it fucks with you because you can't do the same repetition, like keep repeating that same fucking rhythm all over again. And then when everything else,
Do you
comes in,
think
can't hear it.
do you think they did that on purpose, or is just another shitty bass player that doesn't know how to play?
Wait, should we show Joe the sticker?
You got a sticker?
Oh, yeah. We got a sticker for you, pal.
no, there goes Lemmy.
Oh, what's that?
Rule number 2.
Your bass player is a useless cunt. I am so glad I'm not a bass player.
Didn't you give Ryan one of those?
Yes, I think he left it here.
That's fucking hilarious.
Is it over there anywhere?
I don't know.
Just to be honest, I'm a drummer that plays bass.
Lemmy. I
I'm
dropped
not a bass
Lemmy.
player.
Don't worry about it.
Don't
I'll get
forget.
it later. Because stand. It'll fall.
Yeah, I mean,
it is funny how many people
Joe,
don't understand that.
you just brought up Lemmy. Nobody picked Lemmy.
Yeah. He could have filled vocalist or
Guitar, for sure.
bass.
Well,
Well, so could Dave.
bass guitar.
Dave can play anything.
Yeah. Dave Grohl, he's not just
Raw.
Dave Grohl.
Grohl, whatever. However you want to
He's
say
into
his
correcting
name.
people today.
However you want to say his name.
McKagan. Oh, that's true.
You're like, yeah, he learned guitar. He learned drums. He learned music. He is a master of music.
Yes, he is. You
So,
gotta respect the guy
yeah.
for that.
So you finished your band, right?
Wait, what?
Did you finish putting together your band?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm done.
You finished putting together your second band? Let's go a step further.
Oh, shit.
This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough.
I don't want to think.
What would you name your band?
Oh, Lethargic Boner.
God damn it.
You knew I was going to call that. You should
Yeah.
have said it. He's loved it. I came up with that name.
I love that
like-
name. We're
like,
gonna do that.
I came up, what was it, a couple of years ago, and he loved it ever since. And
We're
yeah,
using that.
Lethargic Boner.
Is that gonna be our band name when I learn
Yes.
to play bass?
Yes.
You better be
You guys should learn
using
how to
that
play before
bass.
field
I
day
haven't
and
had a
play
chance
at
to
field day.
practice, you fuck.
Ooh.
Yes,
What?
learn to play before field day and then play at field day.
I don't want to.
I don't think we have enough time. We have a month.
Yeah.
Do it.
I
Wait,
can't,
Oh
learn
my.
I can't learn to fucking play bass in a month.
Dude, are you kidding me?
He also doesn't have
you
gear.
Have you listened to?
What?
He doesn't have gear.
Have you listened to?
There's gonna be gear.
No, we got.
Have you listened to Rob Zombie's bassist? The fucker plays one note the whole goddamn song.
Yeah.
Come on. I can show you like 3 notes in your set.
We got 3 weeks to do this. We don't have time.
Learn guitar.
Oh, I could do backup
Got
vocals
it.
too. I want to do backup vocals.
We have
feel
3
like I
weeks.
could.
This isn't gonna happen.
It
As
Oh,
much
come
as I
on.
want it to
could
happen.
totally
Don't be a
happen. You
pussy.
could at least go out there and try to entertain.
Okay, I want
Just 'cause your face looks like a dirty, hairy vagina, don't be
a
one.
story. So, in 8th grade, my friend Jacob Kerwick and I are like, you know what? We want to get a band together for the talent show. It's the end of the year at Southwestern. We want to get this band together for a talent show. I was trying to teach myself to play guitar.
That's
and I
not
was
easy.
like, man, we really need somebody who can play bass. So my friend Jacob was an aspiring guitar player. He was really good for our age group. I was like, you know what, man? You play guitar. I will take my guitar that I have, and I'll just play the low notes. You know, I'll just fucking dick around, basically, because I'm not center stage. You know? And I was like, we need a vocalist. We need a front man. Who do we get? Nick Maxon himself.
Oh shit!
Yep,
Oh, shit.
Nick Maxon was our vocalist, and we had my good friend Joe B. Terra on drums. Phenomenal fucking drum player.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal fucking
He's
drum
just a regular
player.
gay. Phenomenal.
But, so, our band name was called GIF, and I don't remember what the fuck the whole thing was,
Gifts even exist. back
but it
then.
was like girl,
Gif or
guy,
Gimp.
something. So I wore a fucking dress. Like this weird, like fucking 1908 dress.
Yeah.
And fucking Nick was all AFI emoed out.
And nobody has a picture of this.
No one has a picture of this.
Damn it.
I made sure of that. But so I basically just strummed the top 2 fucking strings, or picked the top 2 strings. I basically didn't do anything. I had no fucking idea what I was doing. But we played
This is great.
we played an Audio Slave song, and Nick changed a couple of the lyrics to playing Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. And that was like the fucking capstone of the school year, because I just felt like such a badass. And you know, after that, I had some nice expensive guitars, and I just sold them because I lost interest in music for a long. I lost interest in trying to learn to be a musician for a long time, because I can't. I like to sing, but I don't have the ability. I haven't had any coaching. So
That's
And
not easy.
it's not easy for sure,
not.
and I have such a weird tone of voice where sometimes it's deep, and then 90% of the other time it's high pitched as fuck. Like I don't have a ball sack, And you know, I've lived so many places. It's like one day I'll talk really Southern, and then some days I sound like I'm on the fucking East Coast, and you know, another day it's like, yeah, bro, surfer dude, like I'm on the West Coast. It's like I'm just such a weird fucking guy. I was like, I can't do this. So I sold all my guitars. I sold all my shit. I had some nice amps and equipment. I had all kinds of nice shit that I didn't know how to fucking use. And the last
Sounds like Blaine.
Wish I knew you.
Yeah. The last couple of years, for sure, it's like, man, I really want... I have this hard-on for learning. I try and learn something new every day.
And that's awesome.
You hear a lot of high-profile people like fucking Joe Rogan talk about this shit. Like, and, you know, the Podfather himself has this slogan, fill your minds with shit.
Yeah.
I have so many fucking useless facts. I could kill all three of you in this room if you let me talk for the next 5 hours. You would be so fucking bored you would gouge your eyes out. But like, what's the fastest land mammal on Earth?
Elephant?
Anybody? The fastest?
Oh, the fastest.
Oh
For the
my
love of
God. I would have like. I was about to say cheetah, and then she comes in with elephant.
So the fastest land mammal on Earth is the cheetah.
Yes.
The fastest land mammal in North America is the pronghorn antelope, which is not actually antelope at all. The closest living relative of the pronghorn antelope is the giraffe in Africa. It has
That's crazy.
no other living.
That's crazy.
It has no other living relative. Why do I have this fucking information in my head? Well, number one, I want to fling an arrow at it, want to kill it, and then eat it.
That's fair.
That's number one. But number two,
Heritage.
when I was a kid, fucking heritage.
I haven't heard that in a minute.
But when I was a kid, you know,
Me too.
all I did was work and fill my brain with shit. Like, the top speed of a cheetah up until, like, 2012, I think, was 77 miles an hour. Well, a cheetah at the Indianapolis Zoo, I think it was like a year old. It was a very young cheetah, broke that fucking record. I think it hit 79 miles an hour.
How much room do they give these fucking things to run?
Oh, it doesn't take them very long at all.
No.
They're fucking top speed right now. Yeah,
That's
that's where it beat the
Oh.
record. It beat the record in that.
What was it? 79.
79. I think 79 is the number now. But the
you
cheetah,
gotta try to run faster.
a little kid walked up to the thing, and you know, normally you're not actually running against the cheetah. You're just running against
Probably
the
like a
display.
video. Oh, yeah.
Well, the fucking cheetah actually ran against the kid, and they clocked the time. It hit 79 miles an hour, and no other fucking cheetah's ever done that.
That's awesome.
But why do I
That
need that?
you know
Why do I
of.
need that fucking information in my head? Who else? Why?
You can get in a discussion about random shit with Tiffany.
Oh, good God!
Exactly.
Her sister had 6 abortions.
I bought a penis,
I bought a penis!
Oh my God.
so
Yeah.
I'm always the one that gets stuck with those conversations.
Not there
but,
yet.
So anyway, back to the fucking actual topic.
What was the actual topic?
I want to learn. I wanted to.
Oh,
learn,
yeah.
I wanted to learn to play instrument, and I know I'm not dexterous enough because I've injured my hands so much.
Too much.
Which?
Both. I have fucked my hands up. I've fucking shot one of them. I've fucking cut myself real bad. You know, smashed the fuck out of them. My hands are basically useless 90% of the time, unless I'm jacking off.
I was about.
Did you do that today?
Did I jack off today?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you said... We left
I
work,
almost kinda
and he's
have
like...
no options.
we leave work, and he's like, all right, I'm going to go jack off. And...
I just strutted away. But, so my hands are so fucked up. It's like, I already know that I got so frustrated trying to teach myself to play guitar. I know that if I buy a guitar, I'm going to do that again. You know, I don't have the attention span to teach myself guitar, and I was like, I have always had a fascination with really good bass players.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different ways that you can play the bass. You can slap it, you can strum it, you can just fucking finger pick it, you can, you know, there's all this
Your
shit.
girlfriend's imagining Tyler playing with himself.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I have a really small penis.
I can just imagine. You said your hands are useless, so I'm just imagining you like struggling to
Thrusting. No. I don't even jack off. I just thrust my hand.
He takes his arms together.
I put my
and-
hand up against the wall and I just thrust
This is what it looks like.
Yes.
Like literally.
So anyway, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn to play bass, and I was talking to Bassman over here, and he's like, I sent him I know the bass that I'm gonna buy already.
Pretty nice looking bass, honestly.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna send this to him because I got some questions, and I know, he's a drummer first, but he's taught himself how to play bass and yada yada. And he's like, "You want to just borrow one of mine?" Like, I didn't ask him to borrow it. He's just like, "You want to borrow it?" Sure. Well, here's the bass and all the shit that you need. Well, here's a tuner. Like, now I actually have to do what I said I was gonna do.
Oh man.
Bass, amp, all but the guitar.
That was
string.
my long drawn out thing of now I'm gonna learn to play bass.
That's awesome.
And I'm actually gonna.
I'm so
do it.
happy. I'm so happy
I just
for
gotta
you.
have time.
I was
Open
literally
Platinum
looking
Nuggets.
for that gig bag the other day because I got that. What's that?
Platinum Nuggets. Try it.
He's not gonna like it.
That's all right. Try it. He might like
He
it. You
likes
don't know.
that.
He liked this.
Very different.
It's not bad.
God damn it.
Don't lie.
It's not bad.
It's different.
I mean,
It's not bad.
yeah. It's like
Anyway.
it's like a strong Budweiser.
See that?
Anyway,
I want to
Oh.
make him try the pineapple jacuzzi now.
gig bag. You were
Oh,
looking for your
yeah.
gig bag.
No, well, as you know, because I've bitched about it so much, that the neck that I ordered for my guitar
You ordered a custom neck for a bass that you were building.
does not fit. Well, I was taking it to McGuire and looking for my gig bag. Well, I found the one that came with the bass that I bought, Sweetwater. And then I looked
Yeah.
around, I was like, what the fuck? I've got 2 gig bags. Where the fuck is the other one? I looked around my house for 20 fucking minutes before I realized, like, oh yeah, that's with my bass that I let him borrow.
I let Tyler borrow it.
It was a long search. I'm like, what the fuck did I do
Well,
with it?
in your defense, we've all had long fucking weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between working Saturday and all the shit that we've got going on in our
So yeah,
personal
we had a
life.
short week last week, but
it's-
the short week turned into
regular-
a regular week.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it was longer because every day was 10 hours.
Except for
Every-
Saturday.
Plus Saturday. Plus we work Saturday.
Yep.
We get a day off. We get a whole day off, and we get started to go over again. But this time, we go until Saturday again,
Yep.
and we get another day off, and then
Dude,
we have a regular week.
And then Nate took that Firewatch for Sunday. I looked at him and said, dude, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah,
but
but-
he's thinking double time, but I was
Yeah,
like, I can understand
somebody
that.
with no kids and no fucking life. Like, that is the... I mean, it's my spiel about working at Staley's or Tate & Lyle. It's a fantastic job if you have no family, no kids, no personal life.
Well, he's
All
got a
you
personal life. But
Does he really have a personal life? All
With
he does
alcohol.
Is, all he does is get fucked up and go to sleep. Like, that's not a
yeah,
life.
that's not a life.
But
Sorry about you, Nate, but
yeah, I mean,
not Nate Phillips.
Nate Vanderwall.
I
But,
like you, Nate, both of you.
if you don't have any of that shit that I just said,
Yeah, he has no responsibility
working at
whatsoever.
Tate
That's
Lyle
true.
is fantastic because you are
I mean,
there.
the
pretty much
motherfucker
all
fell
the time.
asleep the last part. Well, not the last part. I watched he did, but
Yeah, he fell asleep out of Firewatch and got put in steps.
Is he allowed to volunteer for more?
oh, he's out of steps
He's
now.
out of steps now.
Yeah. All I did to get put in steps was go out to a strip club and didn't make it in Monday morning.
Way to go.
That was smooth, wasn't it?
I think that's a
Was
good
that the
decision.
tequila incident, or
That was not the tequila incident, which I'm sure your viewers know about already.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know that they do.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty sure you know.
Yeah, you've been with this guy long enough. You've
I'm
probably
pretty
heard this
sure
story.
I've talked about it when you were around.
I don't know. Let's hear it.
Have you heard about... Well, first off, they've never talked about Patron in front of you in regards to me.
Nope.
Oh, holy shit.
Probably not.
Okay. So...
Make your clothes fall off.
Drunk story.
Oh, my God. This is going to suck. All right.
Hey, I told my Edward 40 hand story
Oh,
on
this
this
isn't
fucking
that
show.
bad.
Yeah.
Proud of that.
I'm proud as fuck.
I'm
of
not
that.
so
Shit
proud of this.
myself.
I'm not... I'm
I
not,
didn't just shit myself. I shit the room.
That's the episode title. I shit
I
the
shit
room.
the room. Or Patron. All right, so night of drinking out with a bunch of friends out at Aces. We started there and got pretty goddamn hammered. And we just, it was like 6 or 7 of us decided it was a good idea. Let's go out to the titty bar. So we go to Dander's, drink more and more and more. And we had 2 girls sitting at our table. I was pretty well inebriated. I know better than to buy stripper shots, but I was drunk. So
Well, we're in Lafayette. You never know how it's going to end up. You
Yeah.
could've took one of them home. You just don't know.
yeah, well.
Drunk things happens when you're
Right.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so I bought them like a couple shots, which was really expensive, of course.
Do you remember the night you spent like $200 buying me shots?
Anyway, I went not going there. No,
You're buying these girls shots.
I bought them shots, and they both talked me into a dance, which actually, that's not bad. so I took one out, back for a dance. Then the other one, we took another shot of Patron, by the way. So we're back in the back room, and she's dancing up on me and shit. And then she goes, "Oh, God damn it." And I'm like, "What?" And she said, "I think I spilled some Patron on my pussy. Would you lick it off for me?"
Oh my god.
And before I could say yes or no, God knows my response. I was drunk, and my head just takes my head and shoves it in her crotch. I'm like, "Oh, I'm here. Might as well here with this." But to which afterwards, she said, "There's another room we could get by with more shit if I wanted to." And I'm like, she goes, "It's only like $120." I'm like, "Oh, no, hell no, fuck no."
Jennifer has the facepalm emoji.
Apparently, she hasn't heard that story.
What?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Jennifer, you just heard a story.
Yeah,
There's a lot more
not
stories.
A proud moment.
There's a lot of stories from that era in Joe's life.
Okay for the other room.
No, fuck no. God, I ain't paying for sex. No.
Joe's a piece of shit, but he's not a prostitute piece of shit.
I'm not a...
You gotta respect the guy enough
How
for that.
attractive was this girl? Because I've seen the girls in dancers.
Okay, see now...
A lot of the girls at Danzers were girls that I went to high school with.
This one actually was
Jennifer says
pretty
she
damn
has
attractive.
heard the story.
Luckily, so... She was pretty damn attractive.
The last time I went there was a 300-pound lady.
Oh yeah, that's because she can't work at Phillies anymore.
There was a lady at Phillies that had a dick.
See, that's gross.
There's a lady at Phillies that had a dick.
Was that your favorite?
I've never been to Phillies. I've never been to Danzers.
Okay, now, actually, a funny story about Danzers though.
I've only been to the Hugger in Kokomo.
Amateur night. Oh my God, amateur night. There was a massive woman that got on one of the stages, and we instantly took.
Probably there the same night. I think I know what.
We all, everybody at my table, we took our chairs and turned them around so our backs to that stage. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to. I started to see what was the coming attraction.
Nice, Joe. The coming attraction.
But then this guy stumbles up, walks past us, and he's going up to that stage, and I'm thinking, like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do? Like, no, come on now. So we actually we turned around and started watching the other stage, and he takes money out, and I'm like, what the fuck? He starts throwing money at her, right? And I'm like, and then he yells, "Put it back on! Put your clothes back on!"
Oh shit!
And she got pissed. Grabs her clothes up, takes the money out. She goes up to one of the bouncers, starts bitching, and he just looks at her. He goes, "The fuck you want me to do about it?" She didn't work there.
She could have demolished him.
Well, okay, so let me ask
mauled
you
him.
guys this question. We've all been to strip clubs.
Once.
That doesn't matter. We've
Yeah,
all been to strip
well.
clubs. What do you think proper strip club etiquette is? Are you guys sitting down in perv row? Or are you like mid room at a table?
I was mid-room.
Okay, what are you thinking, Joe? Are you hanging out in perv row?
I'm hit and miss. Depends on the night and how drunk.
Well, okay, so say you go to the titty bar with like 5 of your best friends.
Yeah.
Are you guys hitting perv row straight away?
Nah,
or are you grabbing a table.
We'll grab a table.
And then like 2 or 3 of you at a time going to perv row.
Yeah, like we'll grab it. Honestly, the last few times I've been there was just for the cheap pitcher of beer. Like, seriously.
I don't blame you. I mean,
it was
if I'm
$3.
gonna go out and drink pitchers of beer, I want fucking cheap as shit pitchers of
Oh
beer.
yeah, it was like $3 for like Busch
I
Light.
either want a fucking pitcher or a fucking bucket, and I want them cheap as shit.
Yeah, I mean, like you drink enough, then you're gonna end up per row for a minute. But
Right, you're gonna end up there one way or another.
No,
but
I'll seek out a
It's
table
just like going
first.
to baseball games or concerts. I'm not gonna pay $9 for a beer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
oh Jesus,
I've bought a lot of fucking $9 beer, but you know, if I have the opportunity to get a fucking pitcher of beer for like $2.50, fuck yeah, I don't give a shit what it is.
Well, shit. Like I had a
As long
friend
as it's
that
not Keystone, I'm gonna fucking drink it.
I had a friend that went to Great American Ballpark. His wife and 2 kids. Right? He bought 4 drinks, 2 pretzels, 2 nachos, and 4 hot
I was
dogs.
gonna say, didn't you tell me he bought like 2 nachos and a
2
couple
nachos,
hot
2
dogs?
pretzels, 4 hot dogs, 4 drinks, $90.
Yep.
Fuck that.
So, I don't normally talk about sports a lot on the podcast, but the
talk a lot at work.
last year and a half, Major League ballparks, I think 6 ballparks got together, and they're trying to sway everybody else. They said, we are losing fans just because of how expensive our concessions are.
Yeah, no shit.
the biggest problem with baseball fans is we don't want to watch a game that takes 9 hours. There's no reason a baseball game should take 9 fucking hours.
No.
So,
But there's still those classic ball fields where people sit all day, though.
right, no
A
doubt,
few.
no doubt for sure. But I mean,
Old people. No, I want to go to Fenway. I go to Fenway. I want to go to Great American
I've
Ballpark.
been to the outside of Fenway. I've never actually watched a game in Fenway. So, but the point is, baseball fans as a whole want the games to be shorter, and a lot of us don't want there to be as many games a year. So we're losing fans because of the concessions. There's already almost this boycott for Major League Baseball, and it's like, what are we as owners of a team? What are we going to do to get fans interested in the game again? Well, we might not be able to spur interest in the game, but we can give people incentive to go to the ballpark if we lower our prices on concessions to match minor league ballpark maximums. So if you go to Victory Field in Indianapolis, you buy a hot dog for like $2. You get a beer for maybe, obviously beer is still beer price, so you're going to pay like $7 for a beer, but $7's a lot. I have paid $15 for a fucking Budweiser at a ballpark. That's ridiculous. You should not pay $15 for a fucking beer that costs like $1.10. I mean, realistically, you should not.
Like that beer I bought in Wingate.
Yeah, the fucking
White can and
generic
No.
white can that just says beer.
Beer. Yeah,
But,
I made it.
I like Budweiser. Don't get me wrong, but if you're paying more than $6 for a Budweiser, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Well, when you're in there,
I've
they
done
have
it.
you by the balls anyway, and if you really want a beer bad enough,
Right. So, I mean,
bull
that's
fact.
my sports spiel. I won't go any farther into that.
I want to thank Miranda and Cameron for the little what just happened on the Heritage Rage. Somebody's talking in Andy's headphones.
Oh,
But no, we have a Heritage Rage Snapchat group, and Miranda and Cameron have been going back and forth on it.
I've just been ignoring it.
I have mine on
use
mute.
Snapchat.
I have mine on
Cool
mute,
enough.
so I just happen to see it, and she's just taking pictures of all of our legs and sending. Yeah, Cameron sent his tree trunk fucking calves.
Down syndrome legs.
His Down
my
syndrome
God.
legs. Speaking of Cameron and titty bars,
Yeah, that's the big news of the week. Blaine and I are going to take Cameron out for his 21st birthday.
21 birthday.
21 birthday. And we're going to take him to a titty bar.
I have to go because it's been a long time since I've gone.
Why do you need to go to it? Okay, Miranda, I'm going to hand you
It
the
makes
mic.
sense
Miranda,
because-
I'm going to hand you the mic after I ask you this question, or Blaine can do it. What is a lot of females' obsession with going to the titty bar with guys?
I don't.
Or just groups of girls going to the titty bar.
Well, I can't answer for other women, but I like girls, so I like titties too. So I'd like to go enjoy titties.
All right.
Chances are, I went there all the time to drink their sex on the beach. But yeah, I don't know. I like to go to it. It's
I
entertaining.
mean, I like titties, but
awesome answer from an awesome girl.
So, plus,
gal.
Awesome gal.
I mean, if you've
We're
noticed,
gays and
What
she's
a-
a gal.
she's
you've noticed,
she's
though,
just
if
a
you bring a girl-
dynamite gal.
if you bring a girl with you, you tend to get more
No,
attention.
That's a lie.
Bull, not my experience.
What girl did you bring with you? Because most girls at a strip club kind of ignore the table if you bring a girl with you. Hitchhiker, actually, they hate girl on girl.
I know, that's why nobody likes to go there.
Chances are, though, when they were still around, I used to go there, obviously, before I had kids, all the time. And to the point where the DJ knew who I was, and he'd be like, you get on stage? There's those girls that do like having the girls on stage with them because then that gets them more money, but I like girls.
I'll see a shit ton of guys throw money at the chick to mess with their girlfriend. I mean, that shit, a
Yeah.
lot.
I never went out of, like, I'm going to go watch what you do.
Well, I would never think to even ask Skylar to go to a strip club. Number one, I don't go to a strip club ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been years since I've been to a strip club.
Wish I could say that.
Well, I mean, the last time I was in a strip club, I watched my first bar brawl.
Blaine, your girlfriend's playing footsie with me in here.
So there's There's a bar in Iowa. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on the show before, but it's called the Lumberyard. And the slogan of this bar is where real men go to get wood. It's the #1 strip club in Iowa. And we took a group of underage kids into the strip club. It's 18.
Oh.
It's 18, and it's bring your own beer. The strip club is bring your own beer.
That sounds like a...
when I was walking into the
Yeah.
strip club, like 8, 9 o'clock at night, there was literally people wheeling in kegs. Like on little fucking dolly carts. I'm not fucking shitting you. So anybody that's lives in the fucking Iowa in the Lumberyard, fucking shout out to you because you guys have got something going on there. But
It's not illegal?
no, it's not illegal. So anyway, it's bring your own beer at the strip club. They have like 7 stages, and they
I'm moving to Iowa.
They step down. So girls will start all the way at the top and work their way down all the way to the bottom stage. And when she gets to the bottom stage, there's already a girl on the next stage up top. But they have a shower room. So you give a stripper like $50. She'll grab one of your people at your fucking table, drag them into the fucking shower with like 3 other strippers, and just fucking drench them.
I
Titties
am
are flying
moving to
everywhere.
Iowa
Fucking
once again.
Strippers are flying everywhere. Fucking dicks are almost coming out. It's crazy. But the one and only time I've been to the
Miranda,
Lumberyard,
do you want to go to Iowa?
Des Moines a fucking
Road
shithole.
trip.
Des Moines a shithole. You will get fucking stabbed. You have to be careful in Des Moines. But so we're at a hog show, the World Pork Expo, and in Des
I thought that was
Moines.
another strip club
Heritage.
name.
No. It's World Pork Expo. Used to be involved
For
in
men.
livestock.
Hashtag heritage.
We've got like 4 or 5 18-year-old kids with us. So 10-year 4-H'ers, not adults yet. Myself and the other 2 guys that went with me to take our livestock up there, we're like, man, let's go to the fucking titty bar. And we looked this place up on the way up there. Like, what's the best strip club in Iowa? We were going to drive hours to a fucking titty bar because we were going to the fucking strip club. But so we walk in, we've got all these kids with us. There's people fucking dollying in kegs. And we sit down maybe 2 rows back from Perv Row. And there's a guy, or a group of guys at a table right behind fucking Perv Row. There's a real skinny little guy. Bouncer walks up. Bouncer's probably 6'6", 260 pounds. I mean, he's a big fucking dude. And at the time, I was, partly in shape. I'm a fucking thick dude. I'm not going to fuck with that guy. So he walks up, and this little guy is facing the stage. The bouncer walks up behind him, taps him on the shoulder. Guy doesn't turn around. Bouncer taps him on the shoulder again. The guy turns around. What the fuck you want? and mind you, the bouncer is looking down at this guy. This guy is probably 5'4", maybe 100 pounds. This guy is a little fucking dude. So it's David and fucking Goliath. Okay, Goliath looks down at David and says, "You've been in this chair for almost 3 fucking hours. I've told you once already, if you don't put some money on the fucking stage, get the fuck out."
Shit.
Okay, so there's
That's business right there.
There's a fucking
Hell yeah.
There's a pause, and little guy is like, eh. little guy
Guy's like Vern
yeah,
Troyer.
it's like, do your thank you. Little guy
Rest in peace.
looks up at Goliath and says, "Fuck you." Okay? So the bouncer goes to leave. He wasn't going to start confrontation. He passed the message on to the guy from the manager of the club. Put some money on the stage, pay the girls, or get the fuck out. They brought their own beer, so they're not making any money off the beer. So he comes back like not 15 minutes later, and he taps the guy on the shoulder. He turns around right away. He says, "All right, man, you haven't put any money on the stage. I gave you the opportunity. These girls are working. This shit isn't free. Get all your fucking beer, get your shit, and get the fuck out." So the bouncer is, not going to stand over top the guy.
Yeah.
He goes to turn and walk away. David stands up and hits fucking Goliath in the back of the head with a beer bottle. Fucking shatters this thing. Fucking smacks this motherfucker hard enough that it shatters the beer bottle, okay? Goliath just turns around.
Those slow turns are always the best.
Slow fucking
They are
turn,
always the
and
best.
He grabs David, the little fucker, by the neck, picks him up with one hand, and slams him down on the table, and it's a battle royale. So we brought our own beer in, and we're still in the same spot watching the stage.
And the fight.
And the fight. And the cops are called. Well, my two friends and I have been giving these 18-year-old kids beer for like an hour and a half.
Oh, shit.
So they're toasted. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they don't know.
No, they don't know. So we fucking left, but we got to watch about 15 minutes of a bar fight.
Oh my god.
So after David hit Goliath with a fucking beer bottle and Goliath went to kill David, all of David's fucking measly fucking dumbass friends jumped in to help fight Goliath. Well, Goliath's fucking brethren just came out of the woodwork. There's fucking 7 feet tall men charging across the strip club, and it's like, I gotta get out of here. I don't want to get fucking tangled. I don't want to get my ass beat. I've been in a lot of fights in my life. I don't like getting my ass beat. I don't like getting punched in the face. That hurts. I don't like getting hit in the head with inanimate objects. That fucking hurts too.
Sounds like a scene from Game of Thrones.
It was kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, thanks for... I'm not caught up on Game of Thrones, but thanks. So...
She didn't spoil anything.
Yeah, she
Giants running.
You already knew Giants were in the
shut
show.
up!
So, no. Don't even call her out on that.
Fuck yourself. But the point is, it's like...
I feel like that
could've
deserves a spoiler.
I could have went to jail for that just by being there. Because I could have got mixed up in it. You know, the cop could have questioned the fucking 18-year-old, and it's like, I gotta get out of here. So I went fucking drank until like 7:30 in the morning, slept for an hour, and got up and started getting hammered again. So,
Okay. Derek Smith Jr. says spoilers aren't real.
Jennifer
called you out and says,
everywhere is dangerous to Tyler. Okay, Jennifer, I'm going to call you out.
oh shit.
Because I'm a world traveler. I've been all around this fucking thing called a globe. All around it, okay?
Every place I tell Tyler I want to go, he says, it's a shithole and I could be murdered.
Okay, so the reason I say that, so the place that I used to live in, California,
You should go to Delphi.
there's legitimately people kidnapped every day,
Oh my god.
ransomed by the Mexican cartels.
Cartels.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's some fucking heritage right there.
My
voice
God.
changed.
This is a heritage fucking episode.
I thought you were just a regular gay.
I'm just a regular gay. But I'm a weird fucking gay.
Yeah,
But so there's people that get kidnapped in lakes or in fucking Old Town or San Diego all the time.
San Diego.
Get fucking ransomed. The families don't pay their ransom. You know what happens to those people? They end up in a fucking 55-gallon drum full of fucking battery acid, dead. You know what their families get? Videos of them being decapitated, cut up, and put inside that 55-gallon drum.
You're such a cheery gay.
I'm a realist, okay? That's why I haven't taken my wife to Mexico. Because what happens in Mexico, white Americans and Canadians and Europeans
Oh my god.
get fucking kidnapped every day because we have more money than all of Mexico put together.
Joke's on them, I don't have any money.
You have more money than most Mexican citizens.
I have a lot of debt.
That's more money than most Mexican citizens.
Debt?
So the problem with Mexico specifically is there's a large tourist market, number one. Well, that large tourist market is controlled not by Mexico. It's controlled by rich Canadians and rich Americans.
Yeah.
Okay? So what do we do when we have rich Canadians, rich Americans making money off of our nation? Oh, we'll kidnap them. Sounds like a good idea. Let's kidnap them. What do we do when their families don't pay or their governments don't pay? We kill them. We're not out anything. We just killed them and put them in a fucking barrel. Who gives a shit? Not us. We cut people's heads off on live fucking TV. Just like fucking ISIS. It's the same type of people. Maybe morally better, just a tad.
Yeah, they're not fanatics. They're just like, we want to make money.
Some of them are fanatics.
They're fanatics for money, not religion.
Some of them are fanatics for fucking religion.
Really?
Some of those fucking cartels get really deep into fucking Catholicism. Like,
Okay, yeah.
you know, it's fucking sketchy. But, you know, Jennifer is almost entirely calling out the fact that she's going to New Orleans for shutdown for her anniversary, which is great. Travel. I urge everybody to travel. New Orleans is a dangerous place. Our nation as a whole is a dangerous place. The world as a whole is a dangerous place.
Watch too many movies, B.
No, it fucking happens. Look it up. Watch the news.
He's traveled around. He's
I've been all over the fucking world. Call
he's
me out
been
if you
everywhere,
want. Whatever.
man.
But,
He's been everywhere.
Joe's taking a nap.
Oh, sorry.
I don't give a shit.
Asleep.
But
My bad.
New Orleans is a fucking dangerous place. Look at footage on the news, not even just eyewitness accounts of what was happening during Katrina. Look at the news footage from Katrina. What were people doing? They were looting. What would have happened if any of us were in a house where somebody was trying to loot it and we said, "Hey, that's my stuff"? We would have been dead. We would have been shot. We would have been
They'd be
stabbed.
like,
we would have been beat to death.
do something about it.
Does this make you afraid to live life?
No,
Make you
absolutely
afraid to
not. Because I'm a bad motherfucker.
However, most people aren't bad motherfuckers.
I'm not.
There's only,
I'm not.
Afraid to live
There's
life?
only.
I'm not a bad motherfucker.
There's only two things on this fucking planet that scare me. You want to hear what they are?
Your wife?
Nope.
the Dutch and carnies.
Nope.
Close? No.
Nope.
don't even-
Bees.
Okay.
Are you
And
allergic?
giraffes.
Are you allergic
What the
to bees?
fuck?
I'm highly allergic to bees.
Why?
What about giraffes? Let's hear
I'm just
this.
terrified of giraffes. Okay, think about it. Think about it. You have like a 15-foot tall animal that beat each other to death with their necks. How fucked up is that?
Have you ever? That's like the best thing to watch. Is just a fucking giraffe.
They don't even fucking beat each other with their heads. They beat each other with their
Do it.
necks.
I will be tagging you in a picture of a giraffe
That's
later.
fine. I mean, I'm not like, oh my god, a giraffe. But I don't like fucking giraffes. They make me uncomfortable. I just
Honestly, yeah.
They're okay. I'm a very
They're a
short-
stupid animal.
no, they're actually smart animals.
No,
but-
I'm saying they're stupid. They're just stupid. I'm not saying I'm not commenting on their intelligence. I'm
they're
saying
like pandas.
that I'm just saying this animal's stupid. Why would you
I've
make
always been
it?
intimidated
Yeah.
by horses.
You're intimidated by horses?
I-
That's a fear for
When
a
I
lot
was
of people.
when I was a kid, like we went to the state fair, and
Episode titled "Giraffes Are Stupid."
we were looking at horses, and I think I went to pet one. I know my mom went to pet one, and they told her where to, and it nipped at her. It scared the bejesus out of me. I because I was standing right there,
Horses
What are
are
we looking at?
assholes.
It just literally.
I don't
Horses
trust
are
them.
fucking assholes. But no, so yeah, I'm legitimately afraid of giraffes. I don't like them. I don't like seeing them at the zoo.
What the fuck did I just watch?
They just make me uncomfortable. They're so tall and they're so lanky, but they can run really fucking fast. They have to be able to outrun lions and fucking cheetahs.
Oh fuck!
I want to mention a coworker, Mr. Todd, is attempting to buy a camel.
Yeah, why
that
the
was
fuck would you
fucking
buy a camel?
hilarious.
I don't know. He said he saw it. He saw it on a fucking Craigslist for $3,000. Someone in Lafayette is selling a camel, a breeding bull.
See,
camel.
Todd. Not Todd. Richard. I can see the argument of him arguing for a camel, but
Probably
Todd.
'cause he'd
Todd
wanna
owns a
fuck it.
farm.
Oh, he does.
So yeah,
Shows you
he's
what I know
into
about
breeding shit. He's into cattle
to
and
fuck
shit
a
like
camel?
that.
Yeah,
so
but there's no market for camels.
obviously,
So-
but he's just
I've done the whole
it was just
livestock game.
it was
I've
just
played
him
it.
talking. He was talking to us, and he's like,
you
"Yeah, I
imagine
found
what
a
Richard
camel,
would
and
do?
I'm trying to convince my wife to let me buy it."
Can you imagine what Richard would do with a camel?
He was like,
Yeah,
he
try
wants to
fuck
have Cliff, a very large ginger man.
the
very
largest
large.
of gingers.
He wants to have Cliff come
Legit?
over and ride it.
Oh,
and
he
charge
wants
people
to
to watch.
He wants, yes, exactly. He wants to charge people $20 to watch it.
So-
You know what? And he would do it because Cliff does not give a fuck.
Cliff
came
not
up with
give
the
a
idea.
fuck at all.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
So I want to kind of rewind, take a step back. The comment that I watch too many movies.
B.
I've said this. I've said this on almost every episode. Whenever I rant or whenever I talk a lot, which is pretty much every episode. If you disagree with something that I have to say, reach out to us.
He'll have a conversation
I
with
will
you.
have a conversation. I will not debate anyone unless.
Unless you're wrong.
Well, no, I
Not you, them.
well, I see. Even then, I'm not. I've said this on the show before. You're not going to change someone's beliefs.
No,
someone's
no.
beliefs are their beliefs. I can sway your opinion on fact. I can sway your opinion on opinion. The problem with debate is whoever is more convincing wins the debate every time.
Yeah.
If you and I are standing at podiums and you're spouting facts and I'm spouting facts, we could be saying the exact same shit. Whoever voices it more appropriately, more pleasurably, whoever says it in a way that more people enjoy it, they're going to win the debate. Every time.
Yeah.
In any fucking circumstance.
Like me, I am absolutely terrible at debating or arguing whether I'm right or wrong.
Me too.
So I'll lose arguments that I'm right about. That's why I don't argue.
But the reason I want to kind of point this out is I've said it on every topic that I get really deep with. If you disagree with what I'm saying, reach out to us. You know, we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it because I'm not here to change anybody's opinions or beliefs because who the fuck does that? I see it. What I am here to do is try and shed some light on things that a lot of people don't get to see.
Cameron said Tyler has a lot of ball sack surgery.
Nice.
A lot of ball sack, no dick.
I'm all balls, no dick. But
He's supposed to be balls deep.
he's balls deep lane.
Balls
But
deep
I
Tyler.
legitimately am all balls, no dick. But I always say, form your own opinions. Teach yourself. Find these facts out for yourself. So I'm inviting anyone that disagrees with anything I have to say to fact check it. Do your research. Figure these facts out for yourself. You know, you might see something that I haven't seen.
What the fuck?
It's all about insight. You know, insight is a term that doesn't get thrown around enough. Your life experience and my life experience are totally different.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely have insight on things that I have no fucking idea about. I definitely have the reverse side of that. I have insight on things that you have no fucking idea about. The problem is that a lot of us are so compelling in the things that we say, how we say them, that our populace just believes what people say no matter what. That's why I don't like using the term debate, because it's whoever is more charismatic wins.
Yep.
So I just wanted to say that.
I got distracted by our group chat.
Yeah, you're an idiot. Notice how I set my phone over there and I have not fucking touched it.
I normally don't.
Because I'm focused
You
on
know
the
I
show.
normally don't.
Hey, look,
It's
it's my
very
first time and mine's on
disrespectful
the
while
floor.
I'm talking and you're over there fucking jacking off on your phone.
Jacking off to your big ball sack.
Yeah. Are you ready for me to lay into a topic?
I have a topic
What is the topic?
that involves. It was a segue from our older topics, from the going to concerts
I'm looking around
and
for the
music.
question that I asked because you didn't give me
No!
answer to the question that I asked.
I want a topic.
All right, go ahead.
You guys are like an old married couple.
So last week,
I'm gonna be the best man in your guys' wedding. No fucking questions asked.
Maybe?
yeah,
Oh, he did say that the other day.
Richard is no longer
Richard's a fucking D-bag.
officiating.
Who?
Wait, so what happened
Oh, you
with
told me.
Richard?
He's retarded.
Yeah, he's retarded.
Think about it. Would you want Richard to officiate?
He's
your
the
wedding?
one that. Sorry, he's the one that had the fucking idea in the
Yeah.
first
I know.
place. I told him that was a stupid idea.
No,
Oh, I knew
absolutely
it was.
not.
I knew it was a
You
stupid
want
idea.
anyone to take you seriously? Like, come on. Like, I could understand asking me. I could understand asking him.
Did he tell you who the other person was?
No.
The other two?
Is Kyle one of them?
No, fuck. No, okay. So
He is an ordained minister.
Kyle is ordained because he got ordained for Nikki and Carl's wedding. No, I have two options for officially two options left.
There should have been two
barring
options, period.
barring Richard. No, I actually genuinely
Richard
thought
would make
Richard.
it funny. That's the only thing I would
Okay,
like.
Miranda,
No,
your wedding is
no.
not supposed to be funny. It's about you two. Richard would make
He'd
it
Make it about
him.
himself.
Yeah, you're right. You make a very valid point.
Wait a minute, I don't even have a ring on this finger yet.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna
You brought
scream into
this
this
up.
microphone. I'm gonna hook him up with my people when it's time. So know that you will be taken care of because I won't let this man
My people.
not put a fucking rock. I have people.
You
I
have
have people everywhere. I have people all everywhere.
But
I won't let this man not put a fucking rock on that finger. So you need to just be patient. Let my man over here do his thing. Let me do my thing. We'll get with my people and we'll make some shit happen.
Anyway, who's our...
It's your turn to talk again.
So I have two options.
A
For
giant man in a penis suit.
Yes.
either Mr. Brandon Stone.
That's a good choice.
That's a good choice.
I feel like he would speak very well, or Mr. Pod Daddy himself, Nate Phillips.
That's a good
Because
choice.
I know him better than Brandon. And
Brandon's
I think he
good
would
dude.
make it feel very...
Nate
He would talk a lot.
Nate would talk a lot.
I love you.
Ah.
He would talk a lot, but I think he would make it feel
Yes.
very...
Imagine if I did it.
I know.
You're
Yeah.
best man. You can't do both.
Good God, I could do both.
But I was having so much fun working with Jennifer yesterday and like telling you, like we were talking about like what Tyler's role in the wedding would be, and I kept saying ring bearer.
And I thought you were saying ring bearer.
Yeah, that's trick. I kept saying ring bearer.
He was saying I was gonna dress up in a bear costume, and I was like, you realize, motherfucker, if that's really what you want, number one, I'll do it because you're my friend, but number two, I'm gonna dress up as a fucking panda. Something that you fucking hate.
Please don't
I
do
told
that.
you that yesterday.
Please
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
Wedding too.
You'll be his best bitch.
Somebody asked me, like, I think Jennifer asked me, like, what Richard was going to do if he wasn't going to officiate. I was like, oh, he could be flower girl. So I told,
My children.
yeah, I know. Obviously, your children are going to
I
do
just
that.
want you to know that I was the proponent for your children to do
Yeah.
ring bearer and flower girl.
And it was
So
already decided anyways via her and I.
I'm taking care of your girl.
We are
over here.
planning
Just
our
know that
wedding.
you're always being taken
We're not
care
even
of,
engaged,
Brandon.
and we're planning our wedding. So
We really
Yeah, you got to do it when the time's right.
yeah.
Skylar and I talked about this shit before we got engaged.
We have basically an entire wedding already
Wow.
planned.
At the beginning, it was so bassy and it's like, basically
Well, he
have
was
a.
trying to.
I was burp.
I was like, what the?
He was burp, swallow, ejaculate.
We're gonna have a really awesome wedding, and it's gonna
We are. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, so when you guys go to do this, let me know. I've got lots of people. I'll hook you up with
I got people too.
Tyler will learn how to play bass. by
We
then.
got
We'll get some
we
other
all
people
have
putting a
people.
band
It's
together.
great.
I've got
It's
some
honestly great.
Badass people though.
Do you have caterers?
Yeah,
I might need some caterers.
Yeah, I got caterers. I got. There's only one. This is a shout out to Mamaw Sweet Shop, Aaron Brown and family. There is no one you should choose in Lafayette to make a cake besides Mamaw Sweet Shop. No question.
She wants to make her own cake.
ask him once if he would be opposed to me making.
Where's that? Is that on?
Only 'cause I did.
It's on 38, right next to the old. It's
yeah,
right next
no.
to Penn Station.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that place is great.
Mamaw Sweet Shop.
We'll see.
I'm telling you, it will be the best cake you have ever had. Best cake. No fucking questions asked. It's affordable. They're really good people. They're family friends of mine.
Sweet.
Use Mamaw Sweet Shop.
Well,
That's all I'm
our
saying.
other big issue is
I have family friends as well that do the cakes.
a keg. If we get a keg, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have people who like
450
beer,
North is what we're doing.
and we're gonna have people that don't.
Obviously.
Like
Well,
beer.
this is number one, why you don't get a keg. Number two, you do a cash bar. Because the last thing that you want as a newly married couple is a
Drunk
big
people?
is a big bill. You want a lot of drunk people.
Yeah.
You want people to remember your experience.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want a bill handed to you at the end of the night. That's number one, why you plan everything a year ahead. You pay for everything a year ahead. So all you do is you've heard guys say, all I need to do is know when to show up. That's what you both need to do.
Your wife comments, don't make your cake. You will have so much other things to worry about. Don't add more stress.
Yes.
But Miranda loves making cakes. She loves decorating
What do you
cakes.
love
That's
more, though? Making cakes
or
or
me.
him?
Yeah, that's right.
What do you love more,
D.
yourself or making cakes?
Making cakes, come on.
Right. I mean, that was a rhetorical question. But the Skylar makes the perfect point.
I get that. I
You
get
you
that.
need to just seriously, all you need to do is show up with your makeup done.
Yes.
Your dress on.
But again, let's go back to the main. I need a ring on my finger first.
Yeah, we'll get there. I'm helping you. I'm in your court.
It's already been established. I'm marrying.
I
you.
would let you live with me if you wanted to, but
I'm saying it publicly on the air. I'm marrying you.
Actions speak louder than words.
This is
It's not
publicly on air.
it's not the time.
A
It's
whole
not the
3
time.
people can see it. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm just.
It's not
There,
the time.
there's no
We'll get there.
current viewers except for our significant others, which one is here. So
I don't have a significant others.
I'm talking about Tyler's.
My dog doesn't watch the podcast.
Watch fucking
You're
Rocky
here.
being at home.
Significant other.
Rocky! He's at home just like staring at a phone. Just
Scratch at the screen.
All right. So before you get into your topic,
yeah.
let's hear about some scratchings.
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
Joe's turn to talk.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's hear
Yeah.
about some scratchings.
Do that.
Because you told me this story yesterday, and I just about pissed my pants. I was laughing so hard.
I don't think I've heard this.
Okay,
story.
well,
Why do you think I brought Joe? on?
so I get it. For some people, scratch-off tickets are an addiction. It's like they
Gambling is
have to-
definitely an addiction.
Yeah. And you always get, people in line that need the specific ones. Okay, I need number 10, and number 5, and 2 number 1s, whatever.
I need 11 number 1s, 3 45s, 7 20s,
Yeah.
And one and
Yeah.
a half.
one and a half. I need half.
I get that,
It drives me nuts too, dude. I get it.
but for God's sakes, people, if you're gonna be, if you're buying this shit,
I made a photo album of us, and there's like
Motherfuckers
2
tell
pages
us.
dedicated to him.
oh
But he wouldn't look at it.
no, like if you're gonna do this shit, buy your damn ticket. Either go to the other register if it's closed.
Hey. Microphone up to
Fuck
mouth.
yourself.
We have an audience
go
that like to
to-
listen to you talk.
Go ahead, because he's already heard this.
Go. I love your Jurassic Park tank.
I told him first.
But no, if you're gonna do your scratch offs, go to the next closed register on the counter there. Go to your car, whatever.
Don't stand there in
Don't
front.
stand right. Yeah, don't stand in the line after you buy it and scratch off and buy more. Now I was telling him it was seriously maybe 2 weeks ago. There's only maybe 3 of us in line, but yeah, this chick, bought a couple of them. Did their scratch off after she bought them. Fuck yourself again. Yeah, as she's standing there and we're all waiting in line, does the scratch offs and then uses whatever she got off that to buy more. Yeah, and then she goes to her fucking car, which is funny because actually she came back in later after doing her car again.
I hate gambling people at gas stations.
Yeah.
People that purchase their numbers and shit. And
Well,
it's
then-
we have shit. We normal people are usually on their way to do things when they go to a gas station.
Right.
They're usually stopping on their way to the thing that they're doing to get to a gas. They're going to a gas station.
And then he and I talked about this Monday. What was it?
Hey guys,
Hey, Gage.
Joe's trying to talk.
No.
Joe
I
has
was
the
asking
floor.
Tyler a question.
I'm trying to be polite to you.
Joe has the floor.
But what was it, Monday?
He doesn't care.
I don't care.
Monday, you and I were talking about this, right?
Yes, it was
Monday. So, Monday, I hit up the gas station after work, get something to drink, and there's 5 or 6 people in line, right? And they only have one register open, of course. Yeah.
Oh, see, that's one thing I don't understand. It's the whole fucking Walmart complex. We have 47 registers for Black Friday. We have 3 registers Monday through Friday. Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Pay fucking people to keep all these fucking registers open. You know what? This is smart business. You have 47 fucking registers. 47 fucking people that are trained to operate said registers. You know what people are doing if the fucking registers aren't open? They're not standing there. They're not standing there. They're not getting fucking paid to do nothing. Go back to fucking customer service. Unload all the boxes of shit that fucking people bring back.
Yeah.
You know what else you do? You go fucking stock the shelves. Then you don't have to pay so many people at night to come in and fucking stock the shelves. Pay fucking people to do shit. Not fucking stand around. Don't have fucking 47 aisles fucking open or closed.
Like your
to
voice
not
just
fucking do
cracked.
anything. I'm pissed.
I am hearing the rage.
I'm fucking mad.
The rage.
It fucking drives me nuts.
Oh my
You walk into
god.
you walk into a gas station that nobody fucking wants to go to anyway because they're all shitholes, just like most of the states in the United States.
shitholes.
And you walk up there and it's like, man, I have to stand in line for 5 fucking minutes because these people are incompetent, and then you can't fucking go to the other register that's not open.
The Rossville gas station is really
Fuck!
I'm gonna not drive to clear Rossville.
Jesus fuck.
But no, I mean,
Back to what you were saying.
no, seriously, there was
What is that
seriously
wait for?
5 or 6 people in line. Literally, the day he and I talked about this shit. What was it? Was it Monday?
Monday,
sorry.
it was
The
Monday.
day we talked about that, I stopped to get a drink. That's all I fucking had. And same shit. This lady buys like fucking 3 tickets, scratches them all off right there. And this guy turns to look at me and goes, "Are you fucking serious?" I'm like, "I was just talking about this shit at work today." And he's like, "Oh, well, thanks for fucking jinxing us." Some other Subaru guy had a Subaru shirt on.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
It's an ongoing thing.
You know what they should have? They should have a fucking kiosk. Okay? A fucking...
Some do.
No, listen to me. A fully digital kiosk. You walk up to that kiosk, you put your money in. You punch in how much money you want to devote to gambling. So I walk up, I put my card in, it says, "Please enter an amount." You type in $10. Then it pulls up how many fucking choices of scratch-off tickets you have for $10. You punch that button, it prints off your tickets, kicks your card back out, you scratch them off. You can do all that shit without having to fuck with anybody.
Frankfurt has a vending machine for scratch-off tickets.
A lot of places have vending machines. Germany still has cigarette vending machines. So, the point that I'm trying to make is, you're not bogging down the line of somebody that you're paying more than $10 an hour. Most gas stations pay somebody. Actually, a lot of gas stations pay people like 15 fucking bucks an hour.
That's more than what I make.
Just because of the fucking people that you have to deal with. It's an operational hazard or occupational hazard. The fucking people that you have to deal with. So, there's managers at gas stations that are making $60,000, $70,000 a year just managing a gas station.
I don't think I would ever want to be.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't either. I wouldn't want to work at a gas station. But the point that I'm trying to make is, you're paying someone $10+ an hour to fucking contribute to you losing money. The amount of hours that we keep employees on the clock is a direct fucking correlation with how much profit the company and the upper management people bring home. So if I'm a manager of a gas station and I keep labor below, we'll say 15%, then I get a $1,500 a quarter bonus. If I keep labor below 20%, I might get $1,200. If I keep labor at 50% or below, I might only get $500 as a bonus. These are all just rough numbers pulled out of my ass. So the manager says, "Okay, I want the biggest bonus I can get. I'm going to close this register all the time because cash is," and this is actually smart, "cash is tied up in this register. I might need this cash over here in this other register, and money might get miscounted. Shit's going to happen. Shit always happens. It's Murphy's Law. Anything bad that can happen will happen. Anything bad that can and will happen fast. So, you protect yourself. Let's close one register, pay one person to man the other register. I don't have to pay another person. Right there cuts down my labor cost. I only pay this person so many hours a day, and then I have another person come in that cuts down on my labor cost. Bam, done. I got a $1,500 bonus when I could have got $500. But all the people that are standing in line get fucked.
Yeah.
It's true. But I think, what was it that brought up that bullshit in the first place? Oh, I was grocery shopping at...
Scratching.
Oh my God. It's grocery shopping at Payless.
You want to hear this, Miranda?
Where's she at?
All right, so...
Okay. I'll tell it later.
While we're waiting on her, speaking of this, I was at Circle K over here on Veterans Memorial, 350.
350.
It's
350.
There's a lot of people that call it Veterans Memorial.
I don't care. They're wrong.
I call it 350. I call it 350. Okay, 350 South. All right. I get it. All right. I understand.
Good.
If you look at a map, if you look at an atlas, if you look at a road atlas,
it's 350.
Who looks at road atlases anymore?
We talked about
the
this.
signs, however, say Veterans Memorial.
I don't give a fuck
about
about the
this
signs.
on the podcast.
I am a proponent for 350.
Good.
Let me state that.
Anybody that doesn't know how to read an atlas is doing themselves a disservice because GPSs aren't always going to save your ass. But if you look at a map, if you look at a road map, it still says County Road 350.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fuck you up, Joe. You keep poking me.
I'm poking the bear.
You keep poking the bear, and I'm going to Jurassic Park fuck you up. I'm just fucking with you. But if you look at a map, it still says County Road 350.
As it should.
As it should. Now, I appreciate the sentiment of renaming that Veterans Memorial Parkway because we live in a town, a county, a state where we don't take care of our veterans.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get into that here in a little bit with my military talk, but
I still call it 350.
We're running on 2 hours. I don't know if we're going to get to that today.
good God, I haven't got to any of my topics.
Oh, my God. Next week.
That's what you
Go
get
ahead.
for inviting a special guest.
So, Circle K, corner of 350, Concord,
Not really a corner, but
across
it's on
from-
350.
across from Walmart.
Just go with your fucking story, Blaine.
Goddamn.
There were 2 people behind the counter and only 1 register open.
Oh,
The
Always.
the other person was just chilling there.
Just
Yep.
dicking around, yeah.
Yeah.
In their little
It's the
glass
Same thing,
box.
Circle K in Dayton. Same fucking
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
Yeah.
the Circle fucking, or the, I don't know
Circle
if it's a
fucking-
Circle K or Phillips, but the one behind Walmart
Go to
on
Circle.
26 on,
Circle K.
is it Circle K? Yeah, they're doing the same thing. They're just,
Yep, I was there
it's
yesterday.
Just, it's a sanctum of fuckery.
Yep,
Sanctum of fuckery.
I like that.
How many titles do we have this week?
Like 7.
All right,
Do you remember
Anyway,
any
Joe,
of
get to
them?
your
so
story.
she can hear
This
it?
is very
'Cause
important.
I hadn't seen you laugh at anything I had said ever this hard. I don't know
Yeah, you
if it was really that funny,
I've laughed
but
at a lot of shit that you've said. You're doing yourself a disservice because you're a funny dude when you want to be.
Yeah.
well, no, okay.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Literally just grocery shopping, and I pay less. I'm walking out. There's a woman walking in front of me, right? She stops dead in her tracks where I like fucking run into her, and she turns around. And she goes, "Oh lordy lord, I about forgot my scratchings." And I just
Scratch.
and then just like,
Hashtag Indiana.
I couldn't think of a goddamn thing to say. I'm just like,
No,
oh,
I mean, what do you say to that? Like,
She said it to you directly, but
oh yeah, she
Oh, yeah,
just
oh,
looked
yeah,
at.
she
She looks right at me. Oh lordy lord, I about forgot my scratchings, and I'm like, go get them. I'm like, so I'm like, I okay, all right, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
see, I have to
awesome.
deal with people like that every day at work.
Oh my god. Oh lordy, my scratchings.
And you look into their eyes, which is the window to the soul.
It's like
I do.
it's almost
Yes,
like
people have a soul.
your Goliath slow turn. It was, but hers was like instant connect.
yeah,
Like,
she she
there was no
fucking
slow
180
motion.
like right now.
yeah,
awesome.
I'm like,
So we're gonna go a little bit over 2 hours. 'cause
We
I
are.
Need, I need to touch on these.
I need.
I have a topic. Remember, we tangented from the topic that I was about to start.
All right, real quick, go.
Real quick, get to this because I also have another topic that I want to talk specifically
go.
with Joe. over.
All right, we'll do that first.
No, I want to get to that.
Okay, then let's go.
All
Oh,
right,
is this
so-
the topic that we exploded on earlier?
I don't know.
Who knows?
So I will go into this more next week. But I watched a thing with. I'll make this real short. I watched a thing with Neil deGrasse Tyson here recently, and
Black Science Man.
Black Science Man. It really do be like that sometimes.
I love that
It really do be black science people sometimes. But so Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I say his full name out of respect. Because
Yes.
the man is fucking smart.
Yeah.
You know, say whatever you want politically about the guy, but the guy's fucking smart. You got to give him respect for that. And he's a scientist. He believes in the scientific method and teaching people what science is. So he says that he specifically is working on proposing a restructure of our education system. And that's really important for me because I've made the bold statement on this show that our educators are extremely overpaid because of their time and the lack of effort. And that this isn't
You mean teachers are overpaid?
educators, which is a teacher.
So you think they're overpaid?
They're absolutely overpaid. Not because of the monetary wage that they have, it's because of the amount of time that they have off. There is and I don't remember what state it was in, but there is a group of teachers in a school system that have 61 paid days off a year. That's not including their summer vacation. That's not including their sick leave. 61 paid days off a year. You know how many fucking paid days off the military gets? Not very many. They fucking die for this shit. You half-ass pretend to teach somebody, and you get 61 fucking paid days with your family? Hot fucking meals and a nice bed to sleep in? Fuck yourself. Anyway, So he has proposed, or he is putting together a proposal for educational reform, where we actually teach, and I touched on it a little bit in the beginning of the episode, so the scientific method is in place for one reason. It's so you do not believe something is true that is actually false. And so you do not believe something is false that is actually true. And I don't remember the verbiage that he specifically used, but it's an actual science that people study, like sociologists study. This is a class that he is going to propose be taught to high school age kids, because it's absolutely necessary. Life skills is one of the classes that he's going to propose be taught. Not half-ass home ec, not half-ass fucking life and careers. Real shit. How to do your taxes.
Yeah.
How to write a check.
Yes.
How to be a fucking adult.
How to cook.
How to cook. How to take care of children. Not fucking child development where I go and I take home a
fake
robotic
baby.
fucking baby home. How to actually take care of children. How to actually raise a generation. And though I disagree with some
I like
of
the
his,
way you said that.
yes,
Raise a generation.
raise a generation, because our educators are raising the future of our nation, of our species, of the world, and they are failing. They are absolutely failing. And it's not just the educators, it's parents as a whole are failing. But it's parents saying it's the educator's job, it's the educators saying it's parents' job. It's both of their responsibilities. It's the administration and the fucking biological parents. Or people who step in, like yourself, to be a surrogate parent. It's your responsibility to teach her son how to be a man. It's your responsibility how to teach her daughter what to expect of a man. That is your responsibility.
Yeah.
Can you handle that?
So, stop it. I gotta make this fast. So, he has a lot of really good proposals for this. And no one talks about this shit. So I'll get into it more next week, but I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, because Black Science Man is Black Science Man, but the guy knows what he's talking about, and he has some really good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Real quick, my topic with Joe. Joe, we're going to be moving in together. I'm going to be moving into your home.
Moving in together? You mean
I'm going to be moving into your
my
home.
tenant.
Miranda and her kids are going to be moving in with me.
in your domicile.
In your domicile, in your home, the place that you own, the place that you call
Wait.
home.
Say that part again. Place that I own.
Yes.
The place
Bank
that
owns.
You're working on
I
it.
understand. I'm a homeowner.
What-
I feel you, dude.
What
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you... Okay, so
It
what...
really do be like that sometimes.
What are you looking forward to for me as a roommate?
Forget that.
For me as a tenant?
Well, she's just an added bonus.
She is. She is.
I'm gonna-
Home cooked meals.
I'm gonna speak for Joe right out of the gate. Pay rent on time. You're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
look forward to that, right?
I've never had an issue with that.
I'm not saying you are, but I'm just gonna speak for Joe and say he's looking
Yeah.
forward to some rent on time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some home cooked meals. You're gonna get a buddy that kind of hangs out with you from
He
time to
doesn't-
time.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
We're gonna jam together. It's gonna be great
I'm gonna
Can you
learn to
play a song
an
for more than 30 seconds?
if we jam together. If we're jamming, it's not playing an actual song, and
Right.
we're just jamming music. Andy, come join us.
No,
No.
we're almost done. I promise.
No.
What are you looking forward to? I'm looking forward to living with you.
I really haven't thought about it.
I'm genuinely looking forward, because I feel like we're gonna have an enjoyable experience in terms of like music.
Oh, I was just planning on locking myself in my bedroom and watching my new TV. Oh man, no, like I've had like 9 nieces and nephews that I'm kind of close in age with, because all my siblings are older, so I'm used to like kids being around and stuff, and I still
And I
got.
hope, because my kids are awesome, but they're not going to be used to this. It's going to be an adjustment.
Uncle Joe.
Oh Lord.
We talked about this earlier in the show. Uncle Joe.
It's
No.
They
are.
they can be hellions, but they
All
are good
children
kids.
Blaine
called
can be a
hellions.
hellion.
They're
I
fucking
can be a
children.
hellion. I am
He's
a
a
hellion.
hellion.
You know what I'm
No.
looking forward to?
What?
Building a studio in Joe's basement.
Yes.
Mm.
He's
Are
like,
you
oh
looking
yeah.
forward to Tyler and Blaine being there every Wednesday?
Tyler, yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm there all the time.
I mean, so you're like you're already gonna be
he's,
there.
he's in a constant state of
All
excitement.
these guests in your house.
Rachel's,
How do you
or
feel
not
about
Rachel.
Rachel?
Jennifer says, well, that's a Rachel type comment.
Creepy Uncle
Jennifer
Joe.
says, creepy Uncle Joe.
Creepy
I'm not going
Uncle
to call you creepy Uncle Joe. I'm going to
Wow.
call you cool
Do you want to
Uncle
be
Joe.
part of? Do you want to be part of a drunk catastrophe?
Oh God.
Ooh, that'd be
Joe. What are
good.
you doing on?
God.
We don't know. Probably our first episode of
Maybe.
Joe's.
Oh
since,
shit.
since it's over shutdown.
Make sure. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Since it's
Are
over.
you doing it 4th of July?
We
I
could.
will not be in town for the July.
Okay, well we could do it the second week.
Yeah, I have
Easily.
no
That's
fine.
fucking idea what's going on 4th of July.
I'll
so-
be in Fowler.
Maybe we won't do
sorry.
it the second. Maybe we
We
will
got
do it
hired
the
to play.
first
I
week.
just show up and play.
Maybe we will do it.
I just hit stuff with sticks.
We could do an extra.
That's all I
Stick with
do.
stuff.
Drunk catastrophe can be an extra.
There you go.
So we'll figure it out. We got a month.
Can I bring the
Less than a
stripper
month.
and the
Yeah,
Patron?
just slightly less than a month.
No.
But okay, so real quick, I have a topic. What do you guys feel? So
I
last
still have something to talk about, so.
we're gonna get to it next week.
No, we're gonna get to
We're
it.
at 2 hours right now.
We're gonna get to it today. It's quick, I promise. It's quick, I promise.
We didn't even talk about work today either.
Not before.
Nope.
But okay,
That's
so
not necessarily a bad thing.
I definitely have to bring this up this week.
All right, well, talk about it.
So last week we premiered a new show on the network, Kids for Sale. I really enjoyed it.
I also really enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it.
That's
She hates
that's
everything.
awesome. That is awesome. Miranda, you need to listen to it. It's a great show.
Time I work and have kids.
You listen to my show. You listen to my show.
What were you doing on your way here?
I literally took me like 5 minutes to
I don't care. What were you doing
But
on the way
anyway, so we have a new show, Kids for Sale. It's hosted by Chris Plant and his wife. I think her name's Ashley. I'm bad. Sometimes I can be bad with names.
One
Sometimes.
episode deep. We
It's
haven't
more-
been here
yeah.
very long.
My only complaint, I've said it in our little group chat. She tends to whisper and talk away from the mic, so it's like it's hard
I
to hear
do
her
that.
sometimes. But
Sorry.
you know, it was their first episode. They'll get better.
nervous?
And you know, he said she was
Oh,
kind of
she was
nervous.
You were nervous.
So
Okay.
so they just talked about like raising their kids and playing. The topic of
T-ball.
it was T-ball, which is awesome. Like, you know, that's something I'm going through right now. I say
T-ball?
We are going through.
we are going. You've done it. You've done it before. I haven't. So it's something
You
I'm
moved up
going
to
through.
T-ball? Good
Yeah,
job.
I finally got
Proud of you.
there. I can finally hit
You'll
from
be
a
in the
tee.
big leagues.
But no, one of the
Now
things.
we're
They're
up in the
fishing
big
machines.
league.
One of the things that Chris brought up was living in the moment, and by that I mean not living through your phone, taking the pictures and videos the whole time. And that is something that I believe carries on, not just from what he was talking about, taking constant video and pictures of his kids playing t-ball, but like at concerts. You see the people like because live streaming's a thing now for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing it right now, but no, people do this at concerts where they'll live stream like
Yep.
either the entire concert or a couple songs or whatever.
And some bands
And-
are getting pissed.
Yeah, and they're holding their phones up
In your
the
face.
entire time, and people behind them that aren't doing that. I mean, given there are some people behind them that are. When in the case of like Miranda and I at a concert, we have to sit behind all these phone screens rather than enjoying like the actual people that are on stage.
Yeah.
And you know, I just wanted to hear you guys' thoughts on living in the moment, because I used to be that person. Not that I was that person, but I would take like a video of a song. I would take some pictures for a song or two, and then
That's
I would
understandable.
and then I would
That's
enjoy it.
reasonable.
But I don't.
But not the whole concept.
Not the whole concert.
But I don't even do that anymore. I barely take any pictures. I take any video anymore. I just enjoy it.
So this is a double-edged sword, because as far as concerts go, if you're live streaming the concert, you're a fuck.
Yeah.
You are a fuck. If you are recording that concert and putting it on YouTube, you are a fuck. I'm sorry. No. Those people are working for you to entertain you. They're not working to entertain the
all
millions of people on YouTube and all of your friends. They are working for you. Yeah. That's the way that I look at it. When I go to a concert, and that's why I'm so critical of bands, they are there to impress me and not anyone else. And if they impress me, I'm impressed. If they don't impress me, I'm critical. But you know what? It's me. It's my moment. Yeah. It's my experience. They're doing it for me. If you're live streaming that shit, you are a piece of shit. Period. Dot.
I'm guilty of it.
Now, if you're taking a picture or a group of pictures, and if you're live streaming a song, it's like you know what? You might introduce somebody else that's never been around this band or this music, or I've seen people live streaming events at art galleries.
Right.
Like, how fucking blasé is that? Like,
right.
I'm live streaming this art gallery. But you know what? You might in that live stream expose some kid to be the next Picasso.
Yeah.
That would have never seen it. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, everybody's got their own thing.
Well, and you don't need to do like the entire.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
So for sure. Like I went last year with a couple guys at McGuire. We all went out to see Eagles of Death Metal at the Vogue in Indy.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That was fucking badass. So and we're like a couple people away from the stage. Jesse Hughes right fucking there. Like I'm gonna get a few shots and record some of their solos and shit, of course. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, phone's going down. Jesse Hughes is fucking pointing right at us. I'm like, freaking the fuck out.
Cool moment, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be in that moment. I don't need my fucking phone to tell me, hey, I was here. You know what I mean?
So here's the other part of that double-edged sword, especially as a parent and a husband and a family man. I hate having my picture taken.
Oh.
I hate, and it's not partly because I'm uncomfortable with who I am as a person. But it's not because, I hate taking pictures.
I'm vegan.
Thank you.
Sorry.
The point is, if you and I, or if it's just you and I, or Joe and I, or Miranda and I, if we're going somewhere to experience something together, that's our moment. That's no one else's moment. Mm-hmm. It's no one else's business. Mm-hmm. It's no one else's input. That is our moment. That's ours, and that means something to me.
That's almost like my Professor Joe's moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll get at that a later date.
Sorry, go ahead.
So that is our moment. That's special to me.
You're special to me,
if I have to stop every 5 minutes at a family gathering or on vacation or something to pose for a picture, that's stupid as fuck.
You don't think your daughter will look back on those and appreciate them? Because
no,
my mom
absolutely
tons
not.
of pictures,
Absolutely not.
Every picture she takes.
Absolutely not. Because life is not about looking in the past. Life is about living the experiences that you have. Now, the caveat to that is I've traveled all over the world. Some of the traveling I've done, I did as an infant and toddler. My dad tags me in shit every day, like, hey, you've been here. I don't remember being there. But it's cool being able to see where I've been because now I have an excuse to go back.
Yeah.
To take my kid there and my wife there and my family there and say, you know what?
And not take pictures?
I was here. But here's the thing. If you take all of your time taking pictures so you can remember where you've been, were you really there?
Don't take all your time taking
pictures. No.
No,
If you make special time to take pictures out of experiencing something, were you really there? Were you really experiencing it? Absolutely not.
No, I believe
No questions asked. Absolutely not.
If you take a little bit of time to take a picture to remember it.
So if you and I are in the Louvre in France, and we're standing in front of the Mona Lisa, and I take 100 pictures of you on my phone,
100.
I can hold my camera button on my phone and take 700 pictures of you in 7 seconds.
Okay, well, don't do
That's a lot.
That's 7 seconds.
I make sure to, okay.
That's 7 seconds of our lives that is 100% entirely wasted. No. Listen to me. Because this is our experience.
Okay, but when you're older
No.
and want to go back to those times,
Listen.
you will be thankful for
Okay,
that.
when we are older and we want to go back to those times, we don't have the ability to go back to those times because our mind is gone. So, okay, you have to hear me out. You have to let me finish. Hold
Your
on.
wife makes an awesome point, and I will get to that.
Okay, wait a minute. So,
Thank you.
so you and I are in our late 20s right now. Okay, so say you and I are a couple. We're married. We're traveling the world. We're doing all these fantastic
Whoa,
things.
bro.
Fuck off, dude. if you die, if you die and Skylar dies, we're next in line. So
Oh,
this
shit.
is how it goes. So,
Jesus.
um,
And I'm still stuck with nothing. I still got my fucking dog.
So say you and I, through our late 20s and mid 30s, we travel the world and we experience all these magical things.
Sucks
And
to
we
suck.
take hundreds of pictures. When we are losing our mind, which
I've already
is
lost it.
extremely common now,
Yes, I know.
when we hit our late 50s, early 60s, our minds go.
Right.
Because we are putting such a strain on our brain throughout our life that our brains can't handle it, it just goes. What good does that picture do? Because
Pictures from the past
hold on,
can
hold
bring
on,
back
that
memories.
hold on,
They can.
hold on.
I've gone through several dimensions.
I no, I get it. But you and I take those pictures together, and we're putting in this extra effort, and we're doing this shit, and we're taking these pictures instead of just fully 100% living in the moment. This is our moment. No one can take this away from us. Pictures can be lost.
Right, they can.
Pictures can be taken away. Memories can be
But you have
forgotten.
memories and pictures. So,
No, just listen. Let me finish.
Don't let him finish.
We are.
I'll fall asleep again.
This is us. The world, the universe can never take this away because we were here in time. This is us.
Oh, crap.
This is us.
okay.
When you lose your mind and it's gone, it is 100% gone. You might be able to bring that memory fragment back for a day, but it's gone.
Right.
Does it really matter?
Yeah. Okay.
It
so
does not, because we experienced that together. That was ours.
Your memory goes.
Let her talk.
Yes. You forget that. You have that picture. It can bring back that memory even for a day. Is that not worth anything?
No, because say you're my wife
Right.
and you die before I do,
Wow.
which is
I
not
like-
common.
There's
Normally-
that pause there. Say
normally
you're my
men
wife
die
and you
before
die.
their spouse. We have a shorter life expectancy than women because our bodies go through more stress in a lifetime than women do, even
Yeah,
with
but
childbirth
women-
and any time. So, and we have to put up with your guys' shit.
No, I just said the same damn thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
So,
See, that's what you have to
so,
Yeah,
so
no shit.
you died unexpectedly
Rocky.
before me, and I have dementia, and I'm losing my mind, and I see a picture of you, and all of a sudden, in a flash of memory, it comes back to me. Man, in 2021, we were in the Louvre, and it was great. We were traveling, we were happy,
You're not gonna look at it.
but my wife is gone.
Yes.
So
Why?
you have
Why?
a what's the fucking hormone?
Endorphin.
Thank you. You have an endorphin fucking
Good job,
high,
Brian.
and then instant depression
Yes.
because my wife is gone. What is worth it?
It is. I feel like it is worth it.
It's not
So
worth
you're
it.
saying when
I'd say
you
it's
guys
worth
die,
it.
You don't
Because-
want to remember anything at all.
If Skylar
I'd say it's
were,
worth it.
If Skylar were to die today,
You don't want to remember a damn
I would
thing.
never want to remember a day of her
You
ever
Wow.
again because
No, I'd want to remember.
she is so important
I
to
would.
my life.
Right.
And I hate to use this phrase that I couldn't live without her. I do not want to endure that pain. I have such a high tolerance for pain, and I have such a strong moral compass, and I advertise myself as this heartless, cold person, but there is two things on this earth that have kept me alive, and that is her and my child. And if I lose either one of those things, let alone both of them, if I lose either one of those things, I don't want to be alive anymore. Because
I get that.
I have no reason to live other than those two things right there. Because I don't believe in money. I don't believe in happiness. Happiness is an imaginary fucking thing.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Those two things are what I've got. If I lose those, end me.
Boy, my
Skylar
life just went.
dies, but your daughter lives. Do you not want your daughter to remember all the memories from her past?
I
Are you
want
gonna
my
hide
I
that
want
from
my
her?
daughter to be happy.
Okay.
If she wants to look at photographs of something,
You
And
have to take
remember-
those photographs, though, to have those photographs for her to
Let's
look
just
at.
say I took photographs. If my daughter looks at a photograph of my wife and starts bawling, I will burn every single photograph.
She's gonna cry. She'll cry, but you don't want to take that away from her. You want her to remember that.
Our job as parents is to protect our children
It
from
is.
pain. If you are causing your children pain through a
That's-
physical
That's a
thing,
different kind of pain, though.
It's a pain that they're gonna.
pain is pain.
It's a pain that.
Pain's
is
part of life.
You have to go.
Yeah,
through
you
that
can't
pain.
avoid
Pain
it.
is life.
Because
Your
what happens-
brain accepts pain as one thing.
What happens?
Pain is pain.
What happens? Skylar dies. You see your daughter look at those pictures at 12-year-old. She cries. You burn those pictures. 12 years old, you don't know what's going on in life. So when she becomes an adult and she's like, okay, they're gonna make me cry, but I need those memories. My dad burned
You
them all.
don't
What
need
are you gonna do?
memories.
Oh my lord.
You don't.
do.
You don't.
Do you not remember your daughter being born? Your wedding?
I remember my daughter being born. Not through a picture, through my eyes.
Right.
That's a memory.
Yeah, but that memory doesn't control my life.
That's his name.
If I lose that memory, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I watched my grandfather die on my living room floor. I watched him die. There are days that I cannot remember what his face looks like. I see him in a picture, which there are not many of, and I'm like, man, that's him?
How old
Weird.
were you?
I was 11. So I see a picture of him, and I'm like, man, that's not what I remember him looking like. I don't remember his life through pictures. I remember his life through the experiences that him and I have. Seeing a picture of him does not mean anything to me, because that is not what I experienced. That is a piece of paper and plastic. That means nothing. The lessons that he has taught me, the things that I experienced because of him, and the happiness that I have had in a lifetime of unhappiness, of depression and sadness and anxiety, that is what I focus on. Not the picture that doesn't mean anything. I have that experience.
So
That is
without
the important part.
Picture, how can you put a face to that memory?
I don't need a face. I don't need a face because I have the experience.
I've got two grandparents left, one on either side. You know, I've lost one on each side. I love seeing pictures of my granddad on my dad's side, my grandma on my mom's side. I miss them, but I mean, I'm not gonna once in a while it'll invoke some painful memories since they're not here anymore. But oh fuck, I still love seeing pictures of them, like pictures of my grandpa holding my young nieces or nephews when they were little baby
Right,
babies.
that's strong, powerful shit. I get it.
I love that.
But I watched that man die. That man was my dad.
Okay.
I watched that man die. I don't want to relive that.
No, I can understand that, but I think it's going to be different, like for anybody, really. I mean, and different experiences, whether it be somebody that's gone because of death, or somebody that's gone because they're a stupid bitch and they leave.
Right.
And I don't want to see any of those pictures.
Right? No, I get
And
you.
then that kind of shit, that's gone. I don't want to relive that kind of crap.
Yeah, I have a nephew that I held in my arms for 2.5 hours that died. And I have pictures of him. He was 22 weeks old, but I'm glad I have those pictures because I can remember that.
Yeah, I can be happy with your wife in heaven or hell.
Those are both imaginary things.
They are.
Flying spaghetti monster.
She said it, not me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, pastafari. Ow! Oh, Jesus Christ, woman. Pastafarianism. I'm down
All right.
for it.
So I have ranted enough.
Yeah, you've read it a lot.
We can agree to disagree. I hold no importance on physical items. So here's a perfect example. My wife is infatuated with our home. That fucking dump that I'm going to call a dump. It's not a dump, but it's a dump to me because it doesn't mean anything. It means nothing.
Mine too.
I have lived everywhere and anywhere, and I can pack all of my shit up and move in 24 hours and be just as happy as I am today, if not more happy. It doesn't mean anything. It's a physical thing that means nothing. A picture is no different. Life's experiences mean more than life's memories.
I agree there. But I mostly just wanted to bring this up because, I thought it was cool that they brought it up on Kids for Sale. which is on the Journey into Comics Network every other Friday. Plug. Yeah. But I thought it was really cool. And why are you shying away from me? But I know I thought it was really cool because
Don't touch me, heathen.
I thought it was cool because I used to take so many pictures. Thanks, Tyler. I used to take so many pictures. I used to take so many videos, and now I want to live that experience now. So, both of you bring up excellent points. I'm like right in between. You know, I enjoy looking at memories of the past.
Now, I will say, I will add the caveat. There is a happy medium taking pictures. If my daughter walking on the beach for her first time, that's going to be a big deal. I'm going to take a picture, but I'm not.
Why?
But what?
Why?
Not for me.
For her?
For her, eventually, maybe. But there's a lot of pictures of me as a child that I don't give a shit about. I don't fucking care a lick. My parents and my family cared about that. I don't give a shit. So,
You're also very different than most human beings.
I'm very different from most human beings, and I'm glad you brought that up.
All right, guys.
I've also lived a very hard life.
We're gonna cut this.
I don't like you.
We can do that. We
This
can.
is a good fucking podcast.
This
As
is
my wife
good.
calls it. You're
This
coming
is
back
good.
next week, Joe.
We're gonna discuss more next week. But until then, you know, we've had a good show. Please,
Thanks for joining us, Joe.
yeah, thank
Being
you.
the mystery guest
Yeah.
and not wanting to come, but wanting to bring your dog, but not wanting to bring your dog.
That was more of a threat.
I know, I get it. but thanks for coming, because we haven't
welcome.
had a guest for a few weeks, and not that we need one, but you've added some good
Yeah, it was a
conversation
good
and some
show.
good points, and
It was a good
you
show.
helped make a good show. You're a
But
regular gay.
for those watching and listening, we're live on Facebook on the Podcastrophe page every Wednesday, roughly around 5:30 or 6, depending.
If Blaine's home or not.
Please check us out. You know, comment on the live
Hey, Blaine
stream.
can't make it home.
Enjoy
We're going at
us.
6.
Enjoy it.
Oh, fuck, he's
We
home already.
respond to the comments. It's fun. If you don't, check us out on the Journey into Comics Network on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, all that. Google Play Music every Thursday. So
I have to interrupt you. My wife says we should have a dog and cat podcast.
I will bring Walkie next week.
Walkie,
Rocky, fuck yourself.
you haven't even drank. We've been drinking.
He's had 2 sips and he's
I'll
shit
give you
cloud.
a tip.
Thank
Is
you,
that just
Joe.
Doris's witch's cackle?
Yes, that was the witch's cackle. So
This is like the 4th or 5th time Andy's left the house. We've heard his car start and leave. Like
on top of all the plugs that
Was that the
my
shirtless
flash
guy?
obsessed friend over here has just laid on you. Keep your peepers peeled on the
Peepers?
Podcastrophe Facebook page for some wacky polls.
yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but I think I have a good one
Work.
planned. So
You should do beard
Keep
for beard.
your eyes peeled for the podcast
Beard
page.
for beard.
You know, thank you, Joe, for joining us. Thank you, Miranda, for always being here when
thank
you can.
God we have a room mic.
And we have a room mic, so to pick you up, because you don't have a microphone. You're
Thanks
going to
for-
start having a microphone if
Thanks
you're
for
going to be
not
in
pointing
here.
that out and making me look like a jackass.
Honestly, Skylar
fucking
and I were
face.
talking about this the other day. We should have a Podcastrophe episode hosted by her and Skylar.
I agree.
Totally.
I agree.
You guys would just sit there like this.
Nope, I would talk.
Well,
You would talk.
You would be like, "Hey, I have this question." My wife would go, "I don't know."
Oh,
I would.
man.
Anyway, guys,
Jesus Christ.
thank you, Joe, once
Yeah,
again for
thanks, Joe,
joining.
for hanging out with us.
Thanks
And,
for making me your
uh,
mystery guest and
Tyler,
trying to piss Blaine off.
that wouldn't piss me off. I've been thinking about bringing you on for a while. I just
Oh,
figured.
I feel
just
special.
figured.
Wouldn't
I just
piss you
figured I'd
off.
wait until we lived together to bring you
I
on.
knew it wouldn't
I-
piss him
I-
off. That's why I brought you on.
I like though when Nate asked you why I hadn't been on here, and he's like, because I don't want him on here. And I like right 10 minutes before that, I told Nate, it's like he doesn't want me on there. And then like he said, he's like he's gonna be living with me. So like, and then he asked you that. He goes, well,
Nate
why not? Because I'm gonna be living with him.
I'm not.
Oh yeah, not
wanted.
Phillips. Yeah, obviously, I'm sorry, bud. Nate Vanderwall.
Tyler, thank you for being the
I talk
awesome,
a lot.
the awesome co-host, and you know you're the content of this show.
You're the filibuster.
You
I'm the
are
fat guy.
you are the star of
Fat
the
gay.
show.
I'm the
I'm
fat gay.
Fat gay.
See, I can't be on the show a lot because it'll just be nothing but Tyler and I.
Oh, yeah.
I will. I will sit and watch that all day.
Tyler, you're the star of the show. I'm just the facilitator.
I appreciate
you know,
that.
and I enjoy that.
I walked in here and I took over your show.
I enjoy.
I feel bad most days.
No, it's all good. I enjoy the roles that we have, and I enjoy
Me as
having the
dominant
show.
And you as the sub.
Yes,
The bitch and the handler.
But all right, guys.
Hell yeah.
Thank you all for listening.
small penis.
Thank you all for watching.
And big balls.
And big balls.
He's got the ball sack.
I got the balls.
He's got the sack.
This is Podcastrophe.
Yeah.
Please make every day.
A big sack day.
No.
Balls deep Blaine day.
Please make every day a big dick day.
Sack.
Bye, guys.
Woke up this morning with my dick in my hand. Girl is to the right of me, just like I planned.